Yes, indeed. It's the morning run, but it's a draft day special with Philip Dukes, Uncle Neely, Big Dog Chico Cleasy. We're here for the NFL draft of Shador Sanders, Travis Hunter, and the rest of the guys. What, Dukes?
Hey, what? I ain't say nothing.
That face said it all.
Duke still on that ass whooping, man.
All right, man, let's go. Yes, sir. We're here. Unc is on location in Canton, Texas, right outside of Dallas, Texas. Dukes, of course, is in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am in the middle of the ocean with the water protecting me from Unc getting to me, as he would say. Out here in Hawaii, but we're all here for the NFL draft in this special moment and occasion for these guys. What's going on, fellas?
Man, I do not want to take away from this auspicious occasion and this auspicious location by talking about how I would whoop your ass if you was on the mainland. I don't want to do that, Chico.
How you gonna come
because
here
this is the night that so many kids across America 10, 15 years ago have dreamed of. When they're throwing the ball up in the air and they're catching it to themselves, they're playing pick up and run with their boys, they're playing middle school, high school, even college ball. You have dreamed of the night when it comes to hear your name be called by the commissioner of the NFL. It is finally here. It is the NFL draft. I'm on location in Country Prime. That tent behind me, that white tent, that's where the festivities are going down. Shador Sanders' family, Gillian Wallow, Coach Pat Shermer is here. But mostly it's family, close family, close friends here to support Shador on this opening round of draft night.
Nice. What do you say, Duke?
Oh, hey, man, so look like we got number one pick. We up right now. Everybody thinks it's going to be Cam Ward. Do we see a surprise Travis Hunter?
They do. Nope, they select Cam Ward. Shout out to Cameron Ward, the number one pick in the NFL draft for the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, Derek Colbert is here. Shador and Cam's trainer. Shout out to Cam Ward for going number one. Probably the worst kept secret in the draft the past 3 or 4 weeks. Everybody has assumed that was happening. But here's what's next, guys. Here's where the draft officially starts. Because from here on out, anybody that say they know, they lying.
Shout out to Cam Ward, man. Cam Ward. And Unc, you say you're outside of the tent where Shador Sanders and family is there. You named a couple people. Any other names you want to drop and let us know who's there? Shout out to DC, Derek Colbert also.
Yeah, DC is here. His personal QB trainer, his offense coordinator, Pat Shermer, is here. Of course, family and friends.
Sorry, y'all.
Trade? Let us know, Duke. Trade alert.
Jacksonville to number 2.
That's who I wanted him to go to, and that's where I was going to go. Yeah. Now, I hope I'm not too loud, but now Travis Hunter can play in his home state, not too far from his pops. Don't have to worry about his dad have to travel anywhere. He's going to play in a warm weather state. Man, I'm loving this right now, unless they go and draft somebody else. I'm thinking they got to take Travis Hunter right here.
Man, that's wild. Hey, look.
Yes.
Dang. Now, I was gonna get into the drip check to see what y'all rated Cam Ward. What y'all rated? How you gonna rate the drip for tonight?
I love Cam. Campbell's subtle, man. I love his laid back, chill style. Like this ain't no big deal, you know.
1 to 10. What you got for Cam Ward?
I'm gonna give him a strong 8.5.
Ooh.
With the watch, I'm gonna bump it to a 9 because he shot it out to roll it.
9. I'm gonna go 8.5. I like it. He got the Alexander McQueen, who's real neutral. It said a lot. He went he dressed for the occasion. I like that. So I'm gonna go 8.5.
Trade Jaguars and Browns. Jaguars received 2nd overall pick, 4th round pick, and a 6th round pick. The Browns receive a 5th overall pick, 2nd round pick in this year's draft, 4th round pick in this year's draft, and next year's 1st round pick from Jacksonville. Why not do it if you're the Browns to get that extra 1st round pick? You need more players. Hard to pass on the Travis Hunter, but you know he wants to be in his home state. I'll take that if I'm the Browns.
I told y'all what Pat said though. I just ain't.
Tell us what Pac said again. Didn't Pac say Jacksonville?
Yeah, he said it.
Yeah, Pac said it. And man, Tay Jones, shout out to Tay. Tay called me early. He was like, dude, man, they got 101 odds from Shador to Jacksonville. He said he put 100 on it, man. We're gonna see. Shout out to Tay Jones, the boxer who be in here. For sure. He from Atlanta.
Look at Trav taking pictures with the Young Money squad. Yeah, Duke.
Chico, what you rate Cam Ward-Drip?
I give it an 8 because he did what he wanted to do. He didn't, follow any trends. He's comfortable, Hell, for that matter, I could give it a 10 because he's comfortable. He's being himself. He's not doing something, wearing something and constricted or anything of that nature. You know what I mean? So
as far as Travis, I do like saw Coach Kevin Mathis there with him, his position coach from Jackson State and Colorado. And of course, Pretty Tony is there with him, Ray Forsett. And you mentioned Young Money, Boog is there as well. But shout out to Kevin Mathis, man, Coach Kevin Mathis, for being there with Travis.
Yes. I saw them backstage setting up, Travis has on the bright pink suit. And I saw Pretty Tony looking at the suit. I was like, is Pretty Tony about to wear a bright pink suit? I know Pretty Tony about to wear a bright. But it looks a lot better on Trav. Shout out to Cam Ward, though, once again, being that number 1 pick to the Tennessee Titans. Everybody been knowing that. Probably worst kept secret. So congratulations to them.
What we got?
The number 2 pick in the NFL draft 2025. The pick is in. The Jacksonville Jaguars select. Got to be Travis.
Yeah, it's probably Travis.
So the commissioner has to pick. He's going to have to walk to the podium, of course.
You're probably going to hear a big scream from this tent when it's Travis. I'm going to go in for the 3rd pick, of course.
All right.
Because they cut the music down, so they expect him to be Travis.
Man. What a night. Wow. I think you might be going to Cleveland. I wonder if they got kind of like a heads up before anybody else, like the agents or the player or anything. But
Chico, you know how you ain't got no money?
I mean, yep, I don't have any money, none.
Yeah, you know how I ain't got no money?
Yep.
We talk, right?
Yep.
Broke people talk, billionaires talk. It's the same thing. They talking.
Exactly. So they know something's up, man. Shout out to them, man. I'm so happy that Trav. That was what I was going to come on and say before it even popped off. I was going to say I hope Trav can find a way, or I hope Jacksonville can find a way to draft Travis Hunter to get him down there in his home state to where his dad can come see him. Way easier than anywhere else. I like that. Duval.
Man, the Browns got an extra 2nd and a 4th. Oh, they trying to load up, dog.
In the first next year.
Man, them 2 seconds. Man, they might be able to. Yeah, they trying to do something for Tucson.
I like Miro to the Browns. A running quarterback, a guy who has some ability to get out of the pocket. I like that for the Browns.
We forgot to shout out the chat, man. I can't see the chat, but shout out to the chat. Y'all let us know where you're checking in from, or you're watching the draft with us. It's the morning run in the evening. It ain't morning nowhere right now, unless the other side of the world.
Unc is once again right there. Look, what is that? Lake Prime or Lake Time behind you? Who knows?
That's Lake Prime right there. Got the legendary letters by the pool. It's gonna be a fireworks show on the which is the bank of the other lake.
Man, Coach Brian doing it huge, man.
Oh yeah,
about as big as this guy getting ready to help select. That is big. Eric Armstead, I would think, out of Stanford. Is he with Jacksonville now? I know Calais Campbell, who looked like his big brother, was with Jacksonville. Eric Armstead.
Man, I never knew what he looked like.
Arizona. You never knew what?
I never knew what he looked like.
Which one?
That's definitely Armstead.
Yeah, that's Eric Armstead.
Mm-hmm. He like bro. Man, they had him
300.
and Calais Campbell this year. That's crazy.
To have both of those guys on the same team, man, you should be able to stop a run. I don't care what you're doing.
Right.
On mistake.
Yeah.
I know Calais went back to Arizona. I think he's going to retire there. Shout out to everybody in the chat once again. We got over 300 people right now checking in. Memphis in the house.
What up, Dirty Dan? Memphis,
California.
Tennessee. Whitehead Port in the building.
Alan Smith said, "What's goody?" Unk, Chico, Dukes, Jags probably got.
Man, I'm trying not to look. I think I'm behind y'all.
I think you might be in front. Did they already make this selection? Yeah. See, I think you're in front.
No, they ain't made no selection
because
they know it ain't no yelling from the tent yet.
He taking his time too.
Yeah, he milking this thing. Who gonna tell him to hurry up though?
It's like somebody telling us to hurry up. We can't be fired.
Travis Hunter.
Yeah. Fire picture right there. Trav with his dad, his mom, and fiance.
Cabbage Patch.
Young Money, moolah, baby. Look a bug. Man. My dog.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna go in for the third. I'm going for the third pick and check back in.
Okay, appreciate you.
All right, we'll be right back.
Man, that is amazing, dog. Who saw that coming other than Pac-Man Jones, who let everybody know what time it was? Travis Hunter. Wow, man.
Man, he looks so hype.
Yeah.
He looks so hype.
So Jacksonville needed help at wide receiver and cornerback. And so with one pick, they were able to help both of those positions with this kid right here, Travis Hunter, the unicorn, once in a lifetime, once in a generation.
Right.
Not a generation. I say lifetime. Forget the generation. That's
That's his dance too, ain't it?
Do the dance, Trav.
Yeah, do your dance on them.
I love it.
Man, the bright, hot pink. And that's Hideo Bespoke. If I'm saying that right.
Yeah, if it's on the page, on the Instagram page too.
Yeah, famous designer in Atlanta.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, he the guy. Man, it's crazy. I actually got to meet him in Colorado when he was doing everybody's suits for the Heisman.
Yeah. Congratulations,
man,
Travis Hunter.
Man, look at Dad. Look at Dad, man.
Man, yeah, you're in front of us. Damn. Let me see what you're talking about. Is Dad crying? He should be.
Oh, man.
Players to start at wide receiver and cornerback in the same game since 1980. Antonio Cromartie with the Jaguars. Champ Bailey with the Ravens, or versus the Ravens. Cromartie with the Jets versus the Jaguars. And then Coach Prime, of course, did it 8 times in that season.
Oh, Audie in the background. Mac May. Young Money. That's Weezy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Mama Trav.
Man, that's big time. I'm glad they traded up to get Trav, man.
Yeah. That's hard.
He said he had no conversations with them outside of the combine also.
Right.
Man. So Travis Hunter goes to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Everybody listening in out there.
Oh, man. We get
great move by them.
Yeah, for sure,
Their
man.
first year general manager.
Woo. Man, you ever notice like how fast Travis is going, but never looks like he's running hard?
Never looked like he's running hard or out of control, anything like that. Just effortless. It reminds me, I always say it reminds me of something. And when you said that, it just reminded me of this, dude. You might laugh. When the first time I ran the 40, first time I ran the 40 in college, I remember Roddy went before me. Roddy White, he went
Oh
before
wow.
me, maybe one or two before me, right?
Mhm.
And he did it. And he ran it so effortlessly, like he just ran that thing. And I heard the people say 4.3. I was like, damn, he didn't even look like he was running fast. I've seen Roddy run faster than that. He ran a 4.3. Okay, so I guess you got to jog it, kind of just run it easy. Man, I went out there tried to run mine easy, and the man said 4.7. I said, hold up, let me run fast because it looked like he was
Chico,
gliding.
4.7 good for a tight end, Chico.
I mean, it was I actually ran a 4.6 when I tried to run it fast, but when I tried my best, but I ran a 4.7, tried to glide like Roddy, dog, thinking I was gonna run a 4.4 or something. What?
Man, shout out to Travis, man. 711 offensive snaps, 747 defensive snaps, 23 on special teams, 1,481 total snaps. 10 for the drip because nobody went with the hot pink.
Yes.
Nobody would.
Absolute
10 for the drip, man.
The greats
10,
always
10,
look easy. That's what
10
Yvette
for
Porter said. Y'all put y'all grade Travis's drip right now. What do y'all think about the wardrobe? Put yours in there. 10 is the highest. 10 is the best. I think he's gonna, man. I don't know how happy I can be right now. Now, I will ask this question. I know it's a long shot. Is there a possibility? I know what I would do if I was GM, but I hear them talking about it, discussing it. Do they keep Trevor Lawrence or try to move on from him and look to pair Travis with Shador? We talked about him being paired in Cleveland. Giants on the clock.
Yeah,
And they go with Abdul Carter.
Yeah, that was another one of the worst kept secrets, man. So have you heard the morning run? What was that, yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
I said I heard it on pretty good authority that the Giants were gonna go Abdul Carter. And that called. Okay, Abdul, what you got on, my boy?
He dripped out.
Hey, they say that football player ice different from the rappers. Good gracious. You can't even read what it say.
Yeah, man. He's
man,
a baller.
What a
You
journey.
gotta take him. You gotta take him. Coming off that edge like that. That number 11 coming out of Penn State. Shout out to my dog, Dakari Nelson, who played safety for Penn State this year, past couple years.
Yeah, man. Auburn was sick, they didn't get him.
Yeah, they could have got him.
Yeah, I heard he would have walked to Auburn.
Say that again.
They played with him and shit. He made his decision.
Yep.
Hey man, I like what he got on, man. It's almost like a type of what you call it, like I don't know, man. It's like the NFL player, like the African style.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you. Like the African drip. I can't call a name right now. I don't want to say daishiki, but
no. They must go, but they got to trade. I mean, so they got Kayvon Thibodeau, who they just spent a number 5 pick on. They got Brian Burns, who they just traded a lot of their draft picks for. One of them gonna have to go. Are you gonna just keep 3? You just gonna stockpile defensive ends, edge rushers?
Yeah, I mean, if you think about when they won the Super Bowl, what did they have a bunch of? With my dog Justin Tuck and them pass rushers. Mm-hmm. Justin Tuck, O.C. Umayora, Michael Strahan, Matthias Kiwanuka. They had some guys on that D line.
Right. I definitely think he's on the first round.
Okay.
Somebody said, Regina Earl said, are we still thinking Shador will go in the first round? Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Well, here's what I'm saying. And I'm saying where because talking about exactly where. But of course, in the first round, and let's say he does slip all the way down to 21, and somehow the Steelers, like Uncle Neely said yesterday, was smoking some of that good, and they pass on Shador Sanders. Well, I think then you can have a scramble for some teams making trades to get back in to the first round just to take Shador Sanders at the end of the first, So, yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, shoot.
Check in with Petros.
Pasta iced out too. Is that an iced out A or is that an iced out Adidas?
I don't know, but man,
Cuban going crazy.
I know you're getting a lot of money, but anyways, I almost said, man, what would you ever wear some drip like that, Dukes? Big old heavy chain like that? You would?
Yes.
What the hell, yeah.
Yes.
My dog didn't even think about it. He was already shaking his head. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not even a question. Who you think the Patriots go with?
Probably offensive lineman Will Campbell, where everybody else been mocking it.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. They don't have a running back. They could go Jeanty.
Well,
I think the Raiders think they're gonna get Jeanty though.
I don't know if the Patriots value running back like that.
Right.
I think Jeanty going to be an asset wherever he goes, but I think the best fit, let me see, the best fit for Jeanty would be
the Raiders or the Cowboys.
I think, the Raiders, Cowboys, and the Bears. I like the Bears too.
Yeah, they need a running back.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't need one, but Cowboys need one.
And then again, they could wait till the second round to get one also.
Because you got DeAndre Swift and they got another dude too.
Yeah. I think my most intriguing player, and of course, if everybody know me, you probably won't be surprised at this, but it is the tight end position in Tyler Warren. I like him probably more than Loveland, because I like his blocking ability also. I like he can be in the backfield. He can go outside. He can go slot. He can play inline. So I like to see where Tyler Warren goes, and wherever he goes, I think, he go to the right team. He could be he could do more than what Brock Bowers did for the Raiders last year, which is more than just put up good numbers, but he can help that team win, I think.
You think, man? You think he got it like Brock?
No. I don't think he's as talented as Brock, and like more of a receiver as Brock like he is. But I think what Warren can bring overall, he can help with the right fit. He can help the team actually win some games, unlike the Raiders were able to do last year. Is what I'm saying. So instead of just getting 100 catches, 11 touchdowns or something like that, and they lose a lot of games, I think Tyler Warren can come in and elevate his team to win. I think he's that type of player, that missing piece to a certain team.
Do you think the Raiders are better last year if they had Tyler Warren instead of Brock Bowers?
The Raiders? Or see, that's why I said to the right team, because hell, it could have had two Brock Bowers on that team last year, and they probably still wouldn't have done too much. So with the right team, a team like, let me see here, a fit for his checking back in for Tyler Warren. Exactly what the Texas Truth said. If he goes in and now Kelsey is the bridge to Tyler Warren, now he's in for a Hall of Fame career, I think. So that's what I mean, missing piece. Or to a team that's on the fringe, like let's see, like the Bengals could use him. Who else? The Colts can use him. A bunch of different teams out there, I think, can elevate their whole season if they add a guy like Tyler Warren.
Man, I think they get an offensive lineman here because they want that to be their identity, the Patriots. I wouldn't be like, but I can see them getting a guy like Mason Graham too.
Big D tackle, okay.
Yeah, I can see one of those.
Say, Unc?
What's up, Oos?
Big Oos.
Yeah. What's up, Oos, man? Just chilling.
Hey, go when next time you see Coach Pinko, instead of calling him Oos, say Sully.
Sully.
Sully. Yes, or
Sully.
Sully. Yeah, you damn near got it. Say it like that.
Man, I'm polynegro, so you know.
Polynegro, yeah. Say it like that. He gonna look at you a little bit different. Watch.
Well, I tell you what, man. Just coming back from the tent, the mood is great in the tent. Of course, everybody was celebrating, for Travis, and then you kind of waiting to see if the phone was going to ring when the New York Giants was up, and as y'all saw, they went defense. You're here to DJ back playing now if you were in the tent because there's little to no expectation for these next couple of picks without a phone call that Shador will be going to one of those. So nothing has changed in the tent, man, as far as mood goes, as far as anticipation goes, as far as excitement. Everybody's having a great time.
Yes. Patriots just selected Will Campbell, left tackle out of LSU, 6'5", 319 pounds. A lot of talk was saying that he had short arms after the combine and evaluation process. Is that a big deal, or is that just something they throw out there to try to make players slide down the board or something like that?
It's both. It's certainly trying to get more for less. You're trying to dumb down what you're paying for, but also metrics matter, man. The longer the arm, the sooner you can reach a guy.
Yep.
But the fact of the matter is, guess what you don't do? You don't train with your arms fully extended. Matter of fact, a lot of times you put 2 towels under your elbows and you go face mask, chest to face mask, and you don't push your arms out until you reach the guy. So on some hands, like 40 times arm length doesn't make a bit of damn difference. But on the other side, it can be used against you if the metrics don't matter. But Dukes, you can outplay the metrics. You look at Kevin Mathis, who's right there with Travis this weekend. Look at their size difference and look at the success that Kevin Mathis had to lead because of the dog in him. That dog in him was bigger than the metrics outside of him.
Look at Robert Mathis out of Alabama A&M, the defensive end for the Indianapolis Colts. Hell, I walked by him in the club one time. I couldn't believe it was him. He was so short. So,
Warren Sapp.
Yeah. Warren Sapp. Yeah.
Shout out to Robert Mathis from McNair High School, East Side Atlanta.
Already.
Call it out, Dukes. Call the roll, Dukes.
Yeah, man. Rob, Matt, for sure.
Yeah, but a lot of tackles only shoot their arms, their hands at certain timing points too. Also, and I've also played against some tackles who all they had was like long extremities, long arms and long legs, and they were tough to get by too. They wasn't the heaviest, but they had long arms and they were able to get them hands on you. So, it just depends on the player. And obviously, Will Campbell has been producing for the last few years, so they feel like forget the quote unquote long arms. We're going with this kid right here.
And like we started this show off with when I was on for the first segment, if it wasn't for that long Pacific Ocean, these will be all over you, Chico. So you be getting these mitts right here, Chico.
What Warren Sapp be doing? You'll get that right there, easy.
Yeah.
Get him up off me.
Get him up, Chico. See Paul.
Get him up off me. That rip move. What? That rip move, man, your wrist will be broke. Uncle Neely be on here. I got tendonitis in my wrist. Like what?
Chico, you go to the trainer. They say, "What's wrong? What's wrong, Chico? My vagina hurt."
Okay. All right, look at Duke's face. See, I can't do nothing, Dukes, unless I'm physically with someone. All that yapping. Once we get to talking about putting on them pads, it's something different. I don't talk too much. I don't say nothing. You gonna hear them clack clack.
Well, y'all boys crazy, man. It is draft night, man. And this is the NFL draft, live special. The morning run coming in the evening. Dukes to School, Big Dog Chico, yours truly, Uncle Neely, coming from Country Prime on location at Shador Sanders draft party, which is taking place in that private tent back there. You can see what's going on in the tent, but you have to see it later.
The music might be stopping right now in the tent because the Cleveland Browns are on the clock. Could this be some crazy thing that happened that the Cleveland Browns traded out the second pick? Everybody thought Travis was going to go there. They moved down, and now they take Shador. We'll see. We'll see. Or they can say, hey, we're going to take the best available player other than quarterback right here. And if we need to get a quarterback later on, or we can bank on that contract and that what Deshaun Watson is doing in the offseason. You know, I think they need to build and get players other than quarterback at any position right now, whether they're stacked there or not. That's what I think the Browns need to do.
Man, I need to get paid to be a mock drafter.
Who you got? Who you got right here, Dukes?
It don't matter because ain't nobody else got it.
Who you got? Tell us.
No, I don't have nobody, but I'm still as good as all the mock drafters.
Oh, right. I feel you.
Oh yeah, like that.
They're not doing anything but what we're doing, but they're just putting it on paper and putting it out there. This is our mock draft.
They just got the job.
They just got the job.
They white and got friends.
Relationships.
They don't know. They don't know no more than you know. Matter of fact, they way wronger than you be wrong.
We going Mason Graham.
Yeah, I'm going Mason Graham.
Going Mason Graham, D tackle. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they do. They take Mason Graham, defensive tackle, out of the University of Michigan. How many times have we seen University of Michigan guys go play in Ohio and Ohio State guys go play in Michigan somewhere?
Chico, you know your stuff. But first one I can think of is Braylon Edwards.
I would have to look it up, but I just remember a lot of times it's happened in the past. Also, if you're a Cleveland Browns fan, you go from possibly getting Travis Hunter or Shedeur Sanders with the number 2 pick to getting a defensive tackle in Mason Graham, who's coming from your rival state. How are you feeling as a Cleveland Brown fan right now? And if we have any in the chat, please let us know. What you thinking, Duke?
Man, I just think when you was able to trade down and add a extra pick for next year, you still got enough draft capital with 2 second-round picks to go get who you want next year. In this draft. So if they want to trade back in to get a quarterback, they can. I think that extra second rounder and them having basically, I think they got the first pick in the second round or the second pick in the second round. You basically got another first-round pick. Those first 2 are basically first-round picks. So, I would say they got all the draft capital they need to be able to get back in that first round if that's what they choose to do. I just think right now I like Shedeur to the Steelers, but I don't like Shedeur to the Steelers at 21. I think the Steelers move up.
Yeah, I think it's going to be some willing and dealing in this draft, and we've just seen the start of it, honestly. Because after this pick right here, just unless you're looking at like a Jeanty or certain players, I don't think it's too much separating some of these other players later on in the draft to where now you're going to see some teams move up and get the player that they want. So I think we're going to see more trades coming real fast.
Absolutely. And you still have the Saints sitting there at 9.
Yeah.
With the big question mark at quarterback, not only the veteran quarterback, but even the young one in Rattler. So a lot can happen between now and 9 before we get to 21 with the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I don't expect them to get there. Like, I think the Steelers get them. I can see the Steelers trying to get up before. They got enough draft capital. You got to think now they got 2 first-round picks next year. They got 2 second-rounders this year. They just got a lot to move from the Jaguars. I think they can get up. They can move up as high as they want to.
But do you trade all of those picks now that you just got just to move back up? You don't
have to trade them all. What you can, you now you have enough. You got to think the Browns already had 10 draft picks. They were tied for the most draft picks.
I think they had 9. Yeah.
No, they had 9. That's right.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you just think about what they had the number of their picks, or I would say how high they were in the draft or how low they were because of their record. So by them having their picks in each round is higher than the average pick in that round. So you're gonna have their 3rd round pick is like a 2nd round pick. Their 4th round pick is like a 3rd round pick. So with that being said, they got so much draft capital that you don't have to trade them all to get the move back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me say this. This ain't apples to apples. It's more like apples to cinder blocks. These picks, Chico, are a lot like timeouts in basketball and timeouts in football. Can't take them with you. Spend them on something. So whether you're going to get a
Mm-hmm.
damn player with them or get a veteran with them, or hell, get a massage with Robert Kraft, do something with them.
Right.
There's a recap on the draft right there, just in case you forgot. Cam Ward, number 1 to the Tennessee Titans. Travis Hunter, number 2 to the Jaguars. Number 3, Abdul Carter to the Giants. Number 4, Will Campbell, their offensive tackle to the Patriots. Number 5, Cleveland Browns take Mason Graham. And the LV Las Vegas Raiders are making their selection right now with the 6th pick in the 2025 NFL draft. And that will be Ashton Jeanty. There we go.
Let me give you a little insight here, Chico. You see me step to the side.
Okay.
What I'm doing is right in front of the tent. Big Ty, Miss Ty has Shadur's phone, and so right before somebody pick, I'm looking to see if she's answering the phone or not for him. And when that did happen, I knew the Raiders weren't picking him.
Okay. So the Raiders go with the Heisman. I was about to say the Heisman Trophy finalist.
Runner up.
Runner up, Ashton Jeanty out of Boise State. Great fit, especially when they're bringing in Geno to be the quarterback. I like it.
And if y'all are just joining us, before Deuce goes, if y'all are just joining us, shout out to what we're doing here. This is the morning run, and no, it's not morning, it is sunset, in fact. The morning run, this is a draft special. We got Big Dog Chico, Dukes the Scoop, and your man, Uncle
How do
Neely.
you make an Airbnb a Verbo?
That's Sound Man right there. Checking in.
Yeah, Sound Man, a mofo. I'm on location at Country Prime, right inside that tent. It's Shadur's private celebration. Got loads of family and friends here. Gillian Wallow, who've been down with him since day one. Coach Pat Sherman's offense coordinator is here. Quarterback coach Darryl Colbert is here. So his mom is here, man. Mom and dad on scene together, celebrating him in the tent. So a lot of it's a family affair.
Country Prime,
Yeah.
Lake Prime, Lake Time. Great food.
Yes, son.
I heard
Son
Johnny T's is out there, man. Shout out Johnny
Son
T's.
is setting on Country Prime. Johnny T's is here. I done had 2 plates. So Neil ain't gonna miss no meal now.
Man, Chico, what you eat for the draft, dog?
And that's just made me sad when you said that, because I didn't have anything set up. I was with my son earlier and stayed with him way longer than I was planning on it, and so I didn't eat anything. Actually, I got a pocket full of pistachio nuts. Pause.
Yeah,
cracking like pistachios.
Big pause. So look what I'm gonna do, fellas. I'm gonna check back in with you. I'm gonna go to the tent, get the vibe, get an update. Chico, whenever we get a minute, like if somebody's using all their time on the clock, feel free to run some of that B-roll we dropped earlier today. I know it might be hard to do between picks if you don't know when a pick is coming, but we're gonna be checking right back in with y'all.
Okay, appreciate it. I'll definitely do it. Already. So 3 of the Heisman candidates are drafted. What about the 4th? Mr. B said. Then it said, eat a coconut. I could just pick them up out of nowhere. Climb the tree, get me a coconut outside. Jets pick is in. Now, we had some rumblings saying that they could take a quarterback right here, Shedeur Sanders. Is that phone ringing, Duke?
I don't know. We're going to see.
That was salmon with I posted a picture of salmon with a purple potato. That's Okinawan potato, sweet potato. The best ones on the market. If you see some, get some. Okinawan sweet potato. They're purple, not orange.
What is it? I'm assuming Okinawan they're Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese. And if you do the research, it's where some of the people live the longest. And a part of their diet is the Okinawan sweet potato, the purple one. So it's just like we have in the South. So if you really think about it, we got an orange sweet potato. Theirs is purple. You know, I think it's a little bit more nutrient. I don't know, but I know that it's fire. And that's what I like to eat now.
Yeah, okay. A little more nutrients.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
No, you're gonna put that Chico tax on it.
That Chico tax.
Yeah, that Chico tax. Chico tax. He gonna make master marketer for sure.
Somebody gonna go buy them a purple sweet potato after this?
Man, Chico said I'm gonna live a long time because of the nutrients.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Orange sweet. I'll have to look it up. Hold up. Somebody already probably got it in the chat right now. I appreciate y'all. Okinawa sweet potato versus orange sweet potato. Also known as purple sweet potato, Hawaiian sweet potato. Though it's originally from Japan, Taiwan. Packed with powerful antioxidants found in blueberry. So which one is better? For antioxidants, the Okinawan. For sweetness, the orange. For dessert creativity, the Okinawan. For classic comfort, orange is your go-to. That's what online said. Shout out to ChatGPT. Dukes.
Yeah, I know I got you. I said, yeah. I knew I had you, boy. I knew it. I said,
I just started using it after y'all said that so much.
Yeah, I bet.
Let me see. Chico, that was sarcasm because number 2 should have been the 4th. Oh, okay. Oh, you try to be funny. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Nah, he right though, man. They done hated on my boy, man. Man, we talking about someone who went from a surefire, we were even talking about the number 1 pick not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
They done hated my boy out of the position, man. But that Gatorade commercial, that Gatorade commercial so hard, bro. I found it hard. Man, that Gatorade commercial. Can you find it? Oh, you think they'll trademark us on that?
Yeah, they'll trademark that bit so quick.
Yeah. But now, man, like the Gatorade commercial where it said, man, he don't care, man. He'll right before anything else, he gonna play for that name on his back. He ain't giving it up.
Mm-hmm.
And man, shout out to Shador, man, because at the end of the day, heavy is the head that wears the crown. So
legendary.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Shador, man. Like when I tell you this story is gonna be documented. Watch, dog.
Oh, really?
We witnessing history. Guaranteed.
Yep. I'm going to download some of the videos that Uncle Neely sent me now, and I'm going to start sharing these on the live stream now, so y'all can get a glimpse inside of Country Prime, exclusive glimpse inside Country Prime and what's going on at the festivities and things for the draft at Country Prime's location.
Oh, they going off.
Who that?
I'm looking at y'all.
Okay, y'all let us know what y'all think. Purple sweet potato or orange sweet potato as I get these videos loaded.
I said, I'm gonna tell you, they did this already, and the man on won 3 MVPs. They did it before.
And who you referring to?
Lamar Jackson.
Yep, he was sitting in that green room with his mom, right? Head down, looking sad, damn near. And look what happened. They blessed them in the right position. And that's what's going to happen here. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and give you my prediction where I think he should go. As far as coach, I would love to see him with Mike Tomlin. With the 7th pick, though, I hope it's not the Jets. I don't like the Jets. Oh, they picked up big tackle from Missouri, Harmon Membu.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm on Memu for the Jets. All right. Jets. Y'all slipped up too. Unc said him though, man. There's a lot of people smoking that good, man. They believe in the hype or the non-hype. What'd you call non-hype, Duke?
Lack of hype. Hype-less.
Hype-less on there. You feel me? The Saints need a quarterback, but there haven't been any rumblings from the Saints.
They say Jaylen Walker's supposed to be the pick to the Panthers. We're going to see. Oh, boy, Jay Walker.
Amon Membo and Ashton Jeanty, the last 2 picks. Carolina Panthers in. They have My guy from Bama at the quarterback position right now. And then the Saints are up next. Actually, Carolina's pick is in there saying. I thought my TV is on pause.
You said your boy from Bama. You talking about Bryce Young.
Bryce, yeah. I don't know why his name slipping my mind right now.
Right.
Download this. Do they have faith in Bryce Young though? I mean, they drafted him, but at this point, do they?
Yeah, toward the end they do. Toward the end of the season, for sure.
Yeah, he played a lot better toward the end.
Right.
Let me refresh my TV because my NFL network just paused on me. I don't know if everybody else's is paused, but mine did.
Right.
There we go. And whoever checking in from overseas, thank y'all. I see you. They're on commercial right now. That's what it is. Two not sweating. Why should anyone else? Panthers got Bryce. They don't need a quarterback. Panthers took T-Mac. I hope they did. You think T-Mac would be the fit there, Dukes?
Hey, man, who said that? Who said the Panthers took T-Mac?
I up the skull. Panthers on the clock.
I think, hey, yeah, they got it. Hey, because they was right about Mimbu too. Original site said they got a tackle.
We'll see. The pick usually pop up right here as soon as it comes in. Reggie said they got a tackle. Everybody be saying they got and they did as if it really happened. Y'all just be talking in the chat, man.
Reginald, like he know what he talking about. We're gonna see.
I'm put you on the spot, Reginald. Reginald Sykes, last name Sykes, but he know what you're talking about. He be psyching us. We gotta load this video, man. I'm gonna show some video. Shout out to Wallow, who's there in the tent, Country Prime, and a bunch of other celebrities too. Man, Shador has a big bus with legendary on the side of that thing.
Let's go. No, hey, if they pick T-Mac, I'm telling you.
He said what? I ain't talking.
He said I ain't talking. I'm in Baltimore, bro. No need a lot.
Shout out to Baltimore. Baltimore, Maryland.
All right, so this makes so if they don't go Jaylen Walker right here, this shakes the draft up a little bit because everybody had him at 8.
Okay. So you will see shortly.
Let's go say you will see shortly. Hey man, let's go. Hey, he might got one of them live streams.
Yeah, he might be before all of us. We might be having to wait on the commercials and stuff.
Yeah, let me go check on Twitter right quick.
Yeah, you know what? I have my Twitter pulled. Let me pull it up. Twitter will let your ass know for real. Real time. Shouts out to my former player, Maury Towns, tight end, 6'6" out of Southside, Selma, Alabama, formerly of Hoover, Alabama, just committed to Purdue University. Shout out to him. I don't know how long that'll stick, though, because I know some more offers will be coming in real soon.
Man, buddy, right, dog.
Man, you see Shador Sanders' chain? Unbelievable. That bit like it hurt your neck, boy. Let me put this on screen. Boy. Like my uncle say, boy. Dang.
Hey, man. Better know what's going on, man. Hey,
better know what's going on. Which one now? Which one you talking about?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go know what's going on, man.
Shout out
he said, I ain't got no reason to lie.
You will see shortly. Who did he say again? Let me see who he said. They took T-Mac. I hope so. T-Mac from out here in Nalo, Hawaii, Waimanalo, Hawaii. Shout out to the Nalo hood, God's country. Gee. I hope so. Teteroy McMillan. Pair him up with Bryce Young.
The scope know what's going on.
And here's the thing, man. Shout out to the Polynesian Bowl, too, because they have like 5 guys, and I might be missing others that could be getting drafted in this draft who played in that game. Travis Hunter, Tetairoa McMillan, Big Jonah, the offensive tackle, Dennis Sutton out of Penn State, Harold Perkins, Jayshawn Barman. Let's go, baby. Yeah! I see your eye up the scope. Way to go, T-Mac.
Hey, buddy. Hey, I need to know the cash 3.
Way to go, T-Mac.
I need the cash 3.
Hollow Hood.
I need the 11 o'clock cash 3 in Georgia.
Tetairoa McMillan is the pick in Carolina. I love it. Got that nalo around his neck. One of my best beaches, favorite beaches to go to out here in Hawaii is out in Waimanalo, right around the corner from where this kid grew up at. Long, rangy, fluid mover. Reminds me, who does he remind you of, Dukes?
I ain't
in
gonna
the
tell
NFL
you.
right now, his comp.
Drake London.
Drake London. I'm going to go with a couple of old school guys, and they still playing though. And I'm gonna go with the former Charger and Keenan Allen, and I'm gonna go with Big Mike Evans. That's who I like.
Hey, but he ain't. Hey, yeah. Keenan
Go ahead.
Allen.
What you think? Keenan Allen, maybe, but Mike Evans, what?
Yeah, maybe more Mike Evans, but Keenan Allen, man, his route's so nasty. Yeah.
I'm going to
I
say
like Mike
this. I'm going to say this. T-Mac, man, this kid here is the real deal. Hard worker. I think his route running is underrated. And he's a legit 6'5", I think. 6'4.5", 6'5", man. He can go get it. He's not slow.
I have the scope. What's
hands. I like it. Way to go, Op the scope.
They said Ty got the phone. I have the scope. What's happening?
Ty got the phone. Let's go, Saints. Now, the Saints would be the best fit, I think, as far as conference or division conference, dome, playing in the dome, warm weather, away teams he'll be playing against. I like this fit better. Kellen Moore, a young, offensive-minded former quarterback as the head coach. So we shall see. Shout out once again to my man T-Mac. They have another big receiver out there in Carolina also.
Damn, they say the Saints gonna take Kevin Bates.
We'll see. The pick is in. They're just stalling right now, so y'all hold up for a minute, but the pick is in. T-Mac is on screen right now.
Until Banks.
Young Pollock. Shout out to Young Poly Sports also. My dog, Cowie. Shouts out to the next T-Mac coming up. Tanoa Cowie, wide receiver. He said that the Cali connection with Bryce Young, who's out of California. And T-Mac went to Cali for school after leaving Hawaii. T-Mac shout out all of his polys, of course. Yes, indeed. I feel sick. T-Mac look like the Joker, Mia. Two might go to Dallas at 12. I would love for them to fall to Dallas at 12. If you're Dallas at 12, though, what do you do? Look at Shador chilling inside. Y'all see him right there. Is that Bow Wow in the building? Shouts out to Bow Easy. Oh, that ain't Bow Wow. My bad. Big Justin Mayer's in the building.
The Bears got a quarterback.
Would you trade Dak Prescott if Shador falls to you? Would you take Shador and trade Dak, or would you take Shador and keep Dak right there, or pass on Shador totally?
I take Shador and keep that for you. He ain't been healthy in a long time.
Yeah. So the odds are he might not even make it through the damn season.
Man, that one season he had where he went crazy, where he got the money, that was like his first, like, the most he played in a while. So, man, I feel like I would take Shador and then, let him learn.
Yeah.
And then so you find a taker for Dak Prescott the next year.
Well, what I'm going to do right now is go to some footage before. I know people like that. Y'all, you forgot about the footage, Chico, but no, it's coming in right now. Y'all just hold your horses. But I will go to this one right here. Oh, here's the commissioner with the Saints pick right here at number 9.
Oh shoot, I done found a plug now.
Uh-oh, you found one that knows?
Yeah, I found me a plug. I found a plug. Nowhere is it.
Kelvin Banks Jr. out of Texas, yep. Big offensive lineman, Big Banks. All right, we're going to go right here. Y'all know what it is. The draft specialist outside in that Country Prime. Man, they got everything going on out here, dog. Y'all thought Prime was just going to do a little bit. Do it small, and y'all crazy.
Hey, but I could have been that little dude right there. I could have got that little check.
You could have got that check. How much you think they got paid, Dukes?
I don't know, man. I could have got that check to be that dude in that suit. I've been out there.
It ain't hot out there right now either, so that's a good thing. That's crazy. Prime got to do it humongous. Got another clip for you guys too. Shout out to Uncle Neely, of course, the pregame network. What you're watching right now. This is Inside the Tent exclusive coverage right here on the Morning Run. I'm gonna have to turn it down for copyright purposes, but you see Coach Prime right there with Shiloh and Gilly the Kid. Shout out to Gilly. Blow the whistle. Hey, man, that's fly right there, dog. Dukes found him a plug on the draft, getting all the insights called in right there to his phone before anybody else knows. Hell, Dukes knows.
Man,
he just called that one, Kelvin Banks Jr., offensive tackle out of Texas.
Put Buddy back up in the silver suit, in the diamond suit. Put him back
They got
up.
the camera on Shador right now. Hold up. Let me see. Put him back up. There you go. Which one, Dukes?
Right there in the middle, next to the dude with the glasses. Yeah, not the one on the stilts. That one right there, just chilling right there out of it, just like that. Hey. With the gloves on, like, whoa. They got a better show out of me. Yeah, look, man, ain't even no beat, man. I'm telling Coach, man, next time y'all need something,
Hey, still wear the costume.
I probably would have been Buddy on the stilts. Buddy on the stilts had hit that Miller Rock at the end.
I wonder if Buddy on the stilts get paid more. He like, no, I need a little bit more. I'm on the stilts.
I'm putting the prime tax on that one. You feel me?
You break the stilts out for $50 more. I can bring the stilts out.
Man, look good, feel good. Look good, feel good. Feel good, dance good. Dance good, pay good.
Then he can go get some new stilts.
Man, let me see. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have my routine next time I go to Colorado. Oh yeah, dude, we would have been eating.
So you telling me that Dukes knows who the next pick is also?
Oh yeah. Hold on, I tell you. Bears.
Let me see. Put this on there too.
Man, the tight end, Lovely.
Yeah, from Minnesota. I mean, from Minnesota. Hold up.
Did I say it right?
All right.
Lovely.
Yeah, love. Yep. Let's go back inside the tent.
Ever since I got
Legendary.
Yeah.
bitches, they be crazy.
Easiest money in the world.
Can't even see his face. Don't even know who he is. Don't even have to reveal his identity.
We doing the same moves.
Oh, here's some booze. What's the booze? Oh, that's because the Bears are on the clock and they've made their pick. We're just waiting for the announcement. All right, we have some more, even more exclusives getting ready to drop for you guys. Matter of fact, I'm going to drop the Wallow one next. See what Wallow had to say from inside the tent while he's there supporting the fam as they've done since Jackson State. Shout out to Big Ed also. You heard it first. 2 to Miami, Terrence Montgomery said. RIP Steve Mungo McMichael. As they're saying it right now. The former wrestler also. He was a part of the Four Horsemen. All right, we're going to go to this video right here. Shout out to Wallow once again, 267. Oh, y'all got to wait. Hold on. I think I clicked on the wrong one. Hold on. Hold your horses. My bad. There we go. Here we go. Wallow.
What's going on, man? It's been a journey, man. I ain't going to front up. I'm happy about everything that's going on.
Uh-oh. Deuce has the pick in. We'll get to it after this. Oh, you want to tell us now, Deuce? Who's the pick?
Texas Truth. You right. Edge, Michael. They say Michael to the 49ers.
Defensive end. All right.
But between me and you, I almost passed out when I seen Johnny T was in there. So you know me, I'm worried about my food, my platter.
Yeah.
I said, is that Johnny over there?
Yeah.
I snapped out, almost lost my mind, shot over there, dapped him up. They said we can eat. But I'm trying to be a gentleman, be calm. I was ready to jump up, and I'm going to just chill for a minute.
Yeah.
And Johnny said, we got anything you want. Yeah, give me flashback to Jackson, when we was down Jackson.
Absolutely.
Only thing you had in Jackson was Johnny. I used to go to Johnny T's and go back to the hotel. That's it. And I was happy. Over Johnny's, the music playing, there's a good vibe, there's good food, sauce dripping off the arm. And I seen Johnny.
And now you got Johnny T here.
We got Johnny T in Dallas, man.
The first round draft pick.
Listen, Prime bring Johnny T off. I said, that's Johnny? Prime a bad boy for this one. I don't care what he did. He brought Johnny out here. That was the most important thing. It's on. I'm just waiting, let everybody get their low place. I'm going to go over there. It's on. I'm telling you, it's on. I'm telling you.
Shouts out to Wallow 267. The Bears just took the tight end out of Michigan, Big Colston Loveland. I like that pick for the Chicago Bears and their quarterback, Big Caleb Williams. But they also have 2 tight ends now that they can throw the ball to. So I like that. What's up, Unc?
Oof. I was gonna say the other name, but I forgot it. Something like a shadow of lie. I don't know, man. What you told me? You told me something.
Sully.
Oh, Sully.
Sully.
Dukes, what's going on? Chico, what's going on?
Hey, man, we just been watching the draft. See the Bears getting them a tight end right here. A lot of teams seems to have been smoking that good, as you said the other night, and they're passing over Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, I don't even know which way to start this thing. So let me brace this phone started here, I guess. What the
Cowboys on the clock.
The amazing thing is we knew how relevant the prime tax was and the prime tax was going to be. But my mantra has always been, Dukes, you'll back me up on this. I said from day one, when in doubt, take the best person available.
Right.
And with Cam Ward off the board and Shedeur Sanders still there, and the breadth of teams that have needed a quarterback, you ain't finna tell me ain't been some collusion in conversations. Because you would have thought, particularly with the Saints at 9, he should have been picked by now.
How
Right,
big would
yeah.
this be right here? And he falls to 12 right in the lap of the Dallas Cowboys, and he can stay home right there at Country Prime and do some workouts and just travel an hour and a half to Dallas.
Well, I tell you what, if that happens as a Cowboy fan, I'm happy. And it's the kind of thing, if Jerry Jones does it, he's doing it from a business standpoint, a longevity business standpoint, because drafting a homeboy, selling those number 2 jerseys, that contract will pay for itself. You still got Dak Prescott locked up with a no trade clause, so you would be bringing him in to be the heir apparent, if you will. So I would be surprised if that happened, but I ain't going to be mad if it happened. I'm a Cowboy.
All right.
Ooh. How hard is it, or would it be for Jerry Jones to pass on this pick, though, with the relationship he has with Coach Prime, and he knows also, like you said, the business that Shador can bring, and you will have your quarterback for the future, some you haven't had in how long?
You hadn't had it in about 8 to 10 years, because you got to remember, Dak Prescott was drafted to be the quarterback of the future. He went into training camp as QB4. 2 quarterbacks got hurt. Tony Romo got hurt in the last preseason game, and Dak Prescott became the starter week 1. And that was never the plan. And so now, if you were to bring in a Shador Sanders, you truly have time to develop him over the next 2 or 3 years, much like an Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre in Green Bay. And one thing I tell you about Green Bay, they know how to get quarterbacks for the future while you still have a damn good one.
There you go. And I think this is if I'm a GM for the Cowboys or owner, I'm like, man, I didn't see this happening. Him falling right to us. I was going to trade up to get him.
And by the time Shador will be starting, guess who you can hire as your head coach?
Dog.
And guess
It's
who
right
you
here
can go,
for you, Jerry Jones. Don't
guess
mess
who
it
you
up.
can go get in the 4th round? You can go get Shiloh in the 4th round.
Don't mess it up, Jerry Jones. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up, dog. I guess we need to go to Idasco and see what he says. Who would the Cowboys take? What do y'all think, chat? Let us know right now. This is a huge pick right here.
Man, I'm checking the sources trying to find out.
Yeah. Ooh, big time right here. Big time pick. Could Shador Sanders stay right there down the road in Dallas? What do you think the response will be if it is the Cowboys, Neely, out there where you are?
That tent behind me is going to end up in the pool, and I'm going to be in the pool on top of the tent.
Hey, if it happens, you got to go.
You got to jump in. You got to jump in.
I'm going.
Just take your earbuds out first. I want you to.
I want y'all to hear this.
Hot mic.
Yeah. Not just knee deep. She was told to lean deep when she did the freak with me.
Hey.
Yeah. I'm going to do
Come
the
on,
freak in
guys.
there if this happens.
What y'all think? Internet will blow up. Can 2 go to the Cowboys? This is what is the highest value team or franchise in sports?
I was telling a guy from NFL Network earlier, man, this is my 10th or 11th draft, depending on how you calculate it, where I've had a player, been vested in it, not just watching as a fan. And this is the first time I've never not known. When I was working with Dak Prescott and he went to the Cowboys, we knew he was going to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
It's just certain things because of the phone calls you get, because the general manager's checking back in. Dukes, you know how it works. You have a very good. This is literally the first time I've ever been involved in the process, and I have no idea. Like, even Travis said it. Travis said, "Man, I haven't talked to Jacksonville."
Right. Didn't even talk to him. Now he gets to go home. And his dad can watch him play right there. That's crazy.
And so when we're back in the tent and the phone hasn't rung or you don't know anything, like, none of that means that your name is not about to get called, because this is a strange draft taking place before us right now.
Very strange. And it'll be even stranger if the Cowboys, to me personally, if they pass on Shador. But I will say this. I saw somebody saying Dallas taking Warren, and I told you, what did I say, Dukes? about Warren, how I think he can elevate a team. He will be a great fit in Dallas to me. They've had a great one in Jay Novacek and big Jason Witten. They
Yeah,
had some great tight ends.
let me as a Cowboy fan, let me give Jerry Jones some cover.
Okay.
He wouldn't be wrong for not taking a quarterback because he has a quarterback and then he just got a damn good one off the Patriots bench. So he would not be wrong. But when you just look at the stars lining up and having a gift sitting in front of you that you didn't expect to be in front of you, and what that means 2, 3, 4 years down the road from now, with his brother Shiloh out there with Deion Sanders' contract and Colorado ending about that time, it's got to make you stop and pause in that war room and go like, all right, man, I know he was about to do something else, but we didn't know this was going to be here.
Right. Man, I love Tyler Warren. I love him to the Cowboys. But if Shador is sitting there on the board, with the history and the future that's tied into it, man, come on, dog. I like Joe Milton III. What you think about Joe Milton, Dukes? Whether it was coming out of high school, college, and right now in the pros. What do you think about him?
Strongest arm I ever seen.
Okay, let me pause you right there because I can say that about, let's say, a guy like Jamarcus Russell. So where do we go from there? Strongest arm you ever seen? Okay, all right.
I put a period on that statement.
Oh, damn.
Sound like Deuce coming across that ocean would be.
No, sound like okay, well, maybe I'm taking it as this. I'm taking it as this. That's all. That's about as much he can say about him. That's good.
But you kept asking. That's what he's saying. So you don't get these hands or you don't keep asking.
I think that's just you, Unc. I think that's just you. You the one itching for one. You itching for one.
I woke up and chose violence this morning. I ain't gonna lie.
He said he 20 and 20, dude.
Cowboys taking Tyler Booker.
Tyler Booker? They got the wrong Tyler.
Yeah, Cowboys taking Tyler Booker.
Oh, God. Dang, Jerry Jones. Who making your decision, dog?
Jerry is.
Well, Michael Williams, edge out of Georgia.
I got
the
New
Orleans Saints.
So here's a lay of the land. Here's a lay of the land now with your plug, Dukes, and you help me out if I'm wrong, because I don't have the plug. I'm sitting on the patio at this palatial country prime and just enjoying this sunset and this nice breeze and a belly full of Johnny T's. And I didn't mean for that to rhyme. Just think if I had time.
Right.
Yeah, you saw that work. You saw that work. So arguably, once you got past the Saints at 9, you had to get to 21 before there was a need for a quarterback outside of somebody just doing a deal. And so unless at this point there's a trade up by somebody, which I don't know why there would be pressure to trade up when you don't believe somebody's going to get your guy anyway. And so like if you're the Steelers or whoever else is at 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, you would have to believe at this point, if you did want Shador, he's going to be there when you pick.
Yep.
So there's not a lot of pressing need in my mind to move up to get him when you can sit back and wait. So unless there's a trade between now and then, I'm looking at 21 Steelers. Then we see what happens after that.
Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Booker, the guard out of Alabama. And we're offensive line, big nasty right here. They're known for offensive line, having a good offensive line. Now that's the key to moving forward and having a great team. And this right here can be one of those guys that can be on your line for a long damn time.
Yeah, I didn't exactly hear. Did the Saints went offensive line or defensive line?
They got
Banks.
Okay, it's just a head scratcher for me. You don't even know who your quarterback is.
Yeah.
So you either know something about Derek Carr that we don't know, or you have some confidence in Spencer Rattler that we don't have.
You know what I think it is?
What's that?
I think that they know that so much smut has been put on Shador's name to where he's dropping I think a lot of teams feel like that the rest of the quarterbacks after Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders, I'm talking about what the teams feel like. And Shedeur Sanders, they feel like Shedeur, Miro, Jackson Dart, all of those guys, if we take them after pick number 20 in the first round and beyond, then that's fine. We have, I feel like they're taking guys who they feel like are better players at their position that will be gone by the time those other quarterbacks are still on the board.
I like
So
that,
why not
Chico,
take these guys?
particularly the emphasis on your second point. Guys better at their position that fit my need right now. Because again, there's no need for me to overpay for something if Dukes and Chico don't also want it. If I know from a
Yeah.
billionaire conversation that Dukes doesn't want this, and I know that Chico don't want it, well, I don't have to make moves and get it or spend more to get it. I can sit tight and let it fall back to me and go ahead and solidify some needs at various positions that somebody else may gobble up. So I see your rationale there. I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I just said it in a C student format. It's all good. They understood me in the back though. But great job.
And shout out to the people in the back. I love the back. I used to sit in the back.
You used to sit in the back, but you got straight A's in the back. And you correct the folks and you laugh at
let
the
me
other one.
let me tell you this, man. The truth is, while we buying time on a live show, let me tell you about my experience in the back. I was flunking in the back, and my teacher said, I have conversations with this kid. He ain't no way he should be flunking. Yeah. So they moved me to the front, and they realized it wasn't that he was dumb. The Joker couldn't see. He needs glasses.
Now you feel like, now you understand how I feel when I be trying to read this chat right here. No, go ahead. Go ahead and say it.
Man,
you just can't read. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, you can't read aloud. You read very well to yourself.
Hey, the Dolphins taking all their time to make this pick. They deliberate.
Someone said in the chat that don't be surprised if you see the Dolphins take Shedeur. Shedeur to Miami?
If Shedeur go to Miami, I'm going too.
Oh my God!
They done turned the music off in the tent.
Uh-oh.
Do you need to pack tour? Do you need to pack tour?
Now, just as interesting as the Cowboys pick would be this pick right here for the Dolphins because of the injury history with Tua. Dukes, I don't know, you can let me know who their backup is right now, but I'm sure it's not of a caliber of Shedeur Sanders. And they have some wide receivers who might be disgruntled because of the lack of availability from Tua Tagovailoa. So do they bring in a Shedeur Sanders who fits right in Miami?
I tell you this, whoever their backup is, he's not the heir apparent to the team. He's just a backup.
Yeah.
Right. And right now with this pick, you could bring in a backup that you could get the keys to next year.
Let's say Zach Wilson is the backup.
Like I said.
I see. I almost hit him with a Bubba Dub right there.
Yeah, like I said. If Tua goes down again and has to quit, you still in need of a quarterback. Zach Wilson is not that guy. You bringing a Shedeur right here, you got your guy. And you're bringing him to a city that he loves to train in, too.
And you bringing him, and like I said, those wide receivers are going to be excited now. A lot of people were talking about Tyreek trying to force his way out after last season. They're going to be excited to have Shedeur Sanders there.
And look, Chico, I would be remiss, Chico and Dukes, as I go back and forth to the tent. I'd be remiss if I didn't point out, ain't nobody tripping in the tent.
No,
like it ain't no pity party. Ain't nobody sad. The tent is kicking it because the tent knows Shedeur Sanders is going to be an NFL quarterback in 2025, and where that is has never been the dream. The dream has been to get there, and he's absolutely going to get there. Mm-hmm. So the mood in
ever since I got these meetings.
Oh, was that me? Hold on, let me do this. Hold on. Let me do this.
Disconnected.
I'm looking at some of the videos Unc sent trying to post them online. I think that was one of the videos. My bad.
Yeah, because I'm going to say it sounds like the tent music.
Okay.
Sound man.
Man, we fight Sound Man 6 episodes ago.
Sound Man on these Bud Lights over here. That's what it is.
Yeah.
1 hour and 20 minutes right now. We're live for the NFL draft special right here on the Morning Run. It is still morning somewhere though. It might just be on the far.
Yes, it's
side of the
tomorrow
globe.
morning though. It ain't Thursday morning nowhere. It's Friday morning somewhere.
Yes, there you go.
Damn.
J Rad, we'll pay you.
Y'all want to know?
You get paid.
Know who the Dolphins got? Yes or no?
Yeah, come on with it. You got the plug.
Dolphins picking Grant.
That's it.
Wow.
Let's hear you say it though, Dukes. You say it better than Chico do. Let's hear you say it.
Yeah, Kenneth Grant, dog.
Why do you think they're picking Kendall Grant, Dukes?
Man, it's some good dope out right now.
And it flooded the city?
Flooded.
No disrespect to Kendall Grant, man, but he's a great player, man. If that's a question as far as what are they getting in Kendall Grant, then I say you're getting a good run stopper, somebody who can work in a 1 or 2 gap scheme. He can play the 0 through the 5, super athletic. Now he'd probably be at a little bit of a disadvantage at the 5, but in certain situations you could put him out there. He's just super athletic guy. And that's one of the reasons why they got a national championship. And everybody talks about Mason Graham, but you don't get Mason Graham.
Yeah.
Now, you have a lot of good players still out there on the board. As I'm looking at the big board right here, and some guys that stand out to me will be, of course, Tyler Warren, who we mentioned earlier, but the cornerback Will Johnson out of Michigan. And also Walter Nolan, another guy who was out here at the Polynesian Bowl. He's still on the board from Ole Miss, the defensive tackle. So
yes, he already a millionaire.
Shamar Stewart, also South Florida native.
Yeah. Y'all want to know who the coach? Well, you know the Colts ain't. Y'all want to know who the Colts got?
I know it's not quarterback, so go right ahead.
I would say Tyler Warren for the Colts. Who you say?
Chico would be right.
Okay, Tyler Warren for the Colts. I said that earlier. That would be a great pick for the Colts. Their quarterback that they have. You see a lot of teams do that. Bring in a tight end for their young quarterback, as the Bears did also.
Oh, Falcons. Okay, let's go Falcons. See what the Falcons got.
I bet y'all can go tune in to another podcast and won't see this.
No, because this is the number one podcast amongst people who got parents.
Absolutely. And you were right once again, Dukes, in your source. Kenneth Grant is the pick. For the Dolphins, and then the Colts on right now, whose pick is in with Tyler Warren, and the Atlanta Falcons, the ATL Shouties, are on the clock. Who should your team take, Duke?
I think you got to get Jaylen Walker from Georgia. You got to get Jay Walker. Hey, man, I'm telling you, you're going to see everybody go crazy. They don't get Jay Walker, dog.
Wow.
Falcons been last in sacks for like the last, I don't know. You got to get the best edge rusher.
Dukes, I know your team is coming up with the Falcons, and I know I can only imagine you felt like I felt. You are about to feel like I have felt when I constantly had to answer questions about the Giants, and I'm a Cowboys fan. So I hate to have this discussion with you as a Falcons fan, but I just got to go back to it, man. What the hell were the Saints thinking?
They're drinking that swamp water. What Louisiana when you need them?
Man, your future was gift wrapped to you.
Man, that was so crazy to me, but all right. Like,
you're in a division without an emergent quarterback right now. Baker Mayfield is on the backside of his bell curve. Carolina doesn't have one. Penix probably played, 4 games in his career so far? And you had a chance to bring in a franchise-changing rookie with name ID and culture changing and just big bang for the city, and you go to tackle? All right.
Crazy.
All right.
You tell me.
Yeah. Did y'all grow that at home, or did y'all buy it imported? Like you tell me where you got it from.
That's that Peruvian weed.
That's one of them fake perks that Kodak Black was talking about. knew the perk
And
was
again,
fake.
I'm saying that. I'm saying that without bias, to the Sanders family. I'm just talking football. The same way I gave Jerry a exit, if they didn't pick him, like I understand why you wouldn't,
Yeah.
because you got a quarterback in and you got a guy on the bench. But the Saints, again, unless it's something they haven't told us, they don't have a quarterback right now.
But
They don't.
I think that goes back. If they have a second round pick, I'll look to see. I think they feel like they can get their quarterback early in the second round with the second pick.
I feel you, Chico, and I know that's how they're thinking as well. But I ain't no 5-time fantasy league champion for doing that. I get mine when I get them.
I feel you.
You're right.
5-time fantasy league champion. I
Five
heard that.
That ain't just fluke, Chico. Because I'm gonna get the best guy available.
That ain't Bush League. That ain't Little League. That ain't
And
Negro League.
Let me tell you what happens in the Gulf Coast Fantasy Football League. Jokers would know you like somebody and they'll pick them just so you have to trade with them later on.
Wow. Oh yeah, I've been a part of some bull junk like that before.
We got a
New member alert 601 Solowski up in this thing. Oh, now Solo.
Oh, now.
Also got some super chats to announce. Appreciate that. Miss NY's Finest. Miss NY Finest with the $20. He's a New York Giants fan, it seems like. Appreciate that for the dub. Another $2 one.
What did Devin right there say? I couldn't see it from my phone. Small print.
It didn't. Oh, I didn't see it either. Hold on. All I saw was the name. My bad.
How was the energy in the tent? You read it to me somebody.
It says, how is the energy in the tent? How is Shador holding up? I'm so pissed.
Oh, well, if you want to base your pissivity off of he is, don't be pissed because he's not pissed. Justin Mayer is in there with him, his offensive line. Jordan Seaton is in there with him from his old line. Of course, his brothers, family, mother and father. So he's not pissed. He knows he's going to the NFL. I spent some time with him just chit-chatting this morning. And, he was like, don't know where I'm going, don't know when I'm going, but I know I'm going. And going is what has been the goal.
Yes. Absolutely. I wouldn't be mad at all if I know I'm going. As long as we going, baby, and they just keep putting them in a better situation. Let them keep dropping, so to speak. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's one thing that even Coach Sherman, I chit-chatted with him when he first arrived. And, of course, we were just updating on each other what we heard or hadn't heard. And he hadn't heard anything, but he said, I do know this. The longer it takes, the more successful he's going to be.
Yeah.
Because you're only putting him in a more advantageous situation the longer it takes.
Mm-hmm. Root word to that would be advantage, right?
Yes. Advantage is the root word of advantageous.
That's for all y'all out there. Shout out to my C&D students. Baby, we up in this thing loud and proud. Yes, indeed. Duke's working phones back there like Adam Schefter, the black Adam Schefter.
No, what I told you. No, Adam Schefter is the black Dukes, the white Dukes.
I like that. I like that.
I trust Deuce Plug more than Adam Plug.
He ain't lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deuce on it. Deuce about 8 for 8.
And Deuce called who you said, Jaylen Walker Dukes out of UGA?
Nah, that's who they need. That's who the fact. I'm telling you, they don't get Jaylen Walker. You finna see Twitter go crazy. And I think Mike Green is a good player. But if they don't get Jay Walk, and he's right, he played at UGA down the street, and they already got like this thing where they say the Falcons only get Georgia players when they, kind of washed up or on the backside of their careers. Like it's set up perfectly. You need an edge rusher. You haven't had somebody in double-digit sacks since Vic Beasley in 2015/16. So that's a long time to not have somebody with at least 10 sacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What do you have? 6.5 sacks last season.
The Falcons shouldn't even be taking this long. See? It shouldn't even be taking this long.
Yeah.
What are they doing? They finna do something stupid.
Don't make no sense, man.
Watch this jump, bro.
Salisbury, North Carolina. 6'2", 245, junior. Number 11, edge rusher out of Georgia. Okay, nice season, man. Nice season for him. Maybe they're looking at a player. Let me see. Let me go back one time because go back to
it better be him or Mike Green, but they get anybody outside of an edge rusher, and you got him and Green right there.
2 minutes left, and they're on commercial right now.
Oh, you know what? They're gonna get that boy from Boston College. And this ain't no plug, but that's who they've been talking about all day. This guy, what's the dude's name?
Donovan Ezet-Roku.
That's who they've been talking about all day. But look, they were talking about Donovan because everybody thought Jaylen Walker was gonna be gone. Look at where they got Jaylen Walker ranked at.
He's the number 2 at his position. Walker. This kid, what his position rank is number 7. So they're going up. Maybe it's because of what they see on film. They like him better, maybe, for whatever reasons.
But the Falcons the only team that took the whole 10 damn minutes.
And then make the wrong pick, dude.
The pick ain't even in yet.
Wow. Yeah, they got Jaylen Walker right here. They're about the same size, 6'1", 243. I think he's 6'3", 248.
So like Jay Wall like a edge, like it just depends. They like an edge slash like Michael Parsons type role because he can drop. You know what I mean?
But do they play that type of defense where he'll be able to come off the edge like that?
Yeah, they do. You know, Raheem Morris played at multiple front, so you know. But I do know Raheem Morris does like to work off the defensive tackle. So we'll see, man. But yeah, you know, Leonard Floyd got a bunch of sacks under Raheem Morris in LA. So man, we're gonna see, man. I don't know, man.
Man, I tell you.
The pick ain't in yet.
Pick is not in yet. They're still on commercial.
But they the only team that you bro, get the pick in. Get the pick in. We'll mess around and forfeit the pick.
Hey man.
Get the pick in. Man, I ain't had a drink in 34 days. Oh.
Hey, Chico. This what the pros, which we are not, pause for station identification. Hey, you're tuned in too. The Morning Run special episode, special edition draft coverage. Oh, you gotta let do some time to calm down.
Yeah.
It is Big Dog Chico, Deuces Scoop, Uncle Neely, checking in live draft coverage for the 2025 draft. The Falcons are on the clock and should be announcing their pick soon.
The only team that took the full 10 minutes.
Oh, man. Here comes the pass rusher right now for the Falcons. Which one will they pick? We shall see right now. Here it is, Dukes. The pick
they got Jay Walk. Okay, good.
Okay.
They got Jay Walk. Finally. Maybe some will go right this year.
Can we clap it up for that right there?
Why did it take you 10 minutes to get the most?
Look how slow Arthur Blank moving. That's probably why. Probably nothing else. He moving slow as hell, like a slow Arthur.
Man.
He moved like Montgomery Burns on The Simpsons.
Punk ass Falcons.
They took the whole
but they your punk ass Falcons.
They my punk ass Falcons for sure.
That's how I'm about the MF and Cowboys, but they my MF and Cowboys.
Yeah, man.
I could talk about it, but y'all can't be talking bad.
Hell no.
Hey, man, you know what's funny? I started out joking, then I had to catch myself. I was really mad. Just did.
That's why I paused for station identification.
Because it sunk into you like, damn, they might really take boy, not my guy. Like, damn, hold up.
They might really forfeit this pick.
Yeah. All right. They're about to make the selection now as the commissioner is walking out now. After that, we'll go to a video from Uncle Neely and Mama Ty as the legendary bus pulls up. Yes, Atlanta Falcons select Jaylen Walker, defensive end out of Georgia / linebacker. He can go get him. 6.5 sacks last season. Hometown, Salisbury, North Carolina. Is it North Carolina or South Carolina? Let me make sure I'm right before I just get to talking. That's North Carolina, to be exact. All right, Uncle Neely, you want to pitch to this one right here?
This is the bus.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Mama T, big ties, I call her, not the little one doing her thing, making sure everything was orchestrated here. Not only logistics on the ground with the tent, DJ, food, the ambiance, the entertainment, you name it. But a special surprise when Two had his own bus pull up. Legendary. Happening here.
Okay, y'all. So we're out here. We got a couple of surprises for Mr. Number 2. And one of them is pulling up right now. You know, we all about the branding. Everything is about the branding. And branding don't stop. Branding gonna continue all night.
I gotta tell you, when you told me there was a bus coming, even though I know you,
Yeah.
I didn't know it was gonna have Legendary 2 on the side.
Oh, of course it is. Why wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Gotta pause it right there. Thumbnail. All right. Man, that is cold-blooded right there. So the bus is basically a lot of the guests were parking their vehicles at another location and they jump on the bus and the bus bring them to Country Prime.
And the same thing with people that are already here when the bus leaves. It's going to be. I heard in the streets might be a little outing, later on tonight. A little outing, a little field trip.
Ooh. Like where? To a club? No, I'm just playing. I'm just talking. Don't put it out there if it is.
No, you know what I always do. I just look at you.
I would say, why do you need to go anywhere? I wouldn't leave to go nowhere.
Let me tell you why. I will answer that one.
Oh,
and I would say it if you were sitting next to me.
Okay, I know why.
This be our Santa's house.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't got to go home, but y'all go get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I just thought about what you said.
Yeah. Hey, that's why it's in a tent and not in the house.
Yeah. It's a curfew now. I'm going to bed.
Yeah. Hey, I was with that joker last night. He said, "Hey, nigga, you gotta forgive me, man. Before I start getting rude with people, let me go to bed. I'm sleeping. I'm about to start snapping." Hey, it was 8:15.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna start getting real impatient.
Know how that is. As a parent, that parent mode kicks in at a certain time, right?
Then when you having something at your house and somebody set a glass down, you walk by, pick it up, and
No, here's the international rule for it's time to go. Let me know if I'm correct, chat. When the hosts start cleaning up, while y'all still there, it's time to go.
Oh no.
Hey, they just cut the music off. What's going on with the draft?
Uh-oh.
The Cardinals got the pick. Is it the pick is in? We gotta see if it's a trade.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see. On the clock is the Cardinals. Best available, Will Johnson.
They might have just turned it down so they could hear.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what the international saying for when it's everybody's time to go.
What's that?
Hey, what y'all finna do?
That's what.
Meaning, because I know y'all finna leave here. So what's up there?
That's not an option.
So what we doing after this?
Hey, what's the move?
Not an option. What's the move? Where we going?
Yeah.
I told Chico the other day, man, last time I was there with Coach Prime, I said, dog, man, I gotta come stay a couple of days. Relax. Oh, dog, you more than welcome, man. He said, I'm gonna tell you this. If Jesus could get up in 3 days, so could you. Can't nobody stay more than 3 days.
No doubt. It's time to go.
He said that third morning, I will have your stuff by the door. You got to get out of here.
Ain't no love lost, dog. But hey.
Oh, no. No, you come when you want to, but you ain't staying more than 3 days.
You ain't staying more than 3 days. I like that. The rule is set. Miss Vaughn Randall, thank you for the super chat once again for the $20 on the super chat. Thank you guys for all the support that goes on for this show right here, The Morning Run on the Pregame Network. The best damn show on the internet, content and network.
How many people in here, Chico?
How many people we have? Oh, man, we right at 1,300, man.
Man, what?
1,200. 1,295 right now. We're right at 1,300. 5 more. Y'all share this thing, like this thing. Cardinals select Walter Nolan for the Cardinals. I like that pick right there. The big defensive.
Let me tell you. Let me handle something personally right now, Chico.
Like that right there.
I'm on my phone. Usually I'm on the laptop. I'm on my phone, and I got text messages popping up while I'm on the show.
Yeah.
One of my homeboys, who I just love dearly, he's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. He gonna text me and say, "If we get Shador, can I get a jersey?" You can't get shit if you ain't watching this live show. And so if you texting me and ain't watching my show, now let's see if he texts me again. Because if you ain't watching this show, you ain't getting shit.
Yeah, you need to be texting saying, "Dog, I'm watching the show. Dog, I'm right here. I heard what you said." Now, if you don't do that, don't mean you watching it.
Exactly. Don't text me while I'm working talking about the jersey. So I'm supposed to stop what I'm doing and give you something, even though you ain't helping me get nothing.
It is so easy, guys, to support. All you got to do is like it or share it.
Share, yeah.
Or you know somebody who a Colorado fan who might not be watching this. Y'all need to be sharing. Hey, man, hey, bro, click in and watch these guys right here.
You know what the real easiest part to do is, Chico? Hit play and walk off. You ain't got to watch it.
I was so proud. I went to
but I tell you this, I just had a text message pop up from Michael Pollock. He watched.
Shout out to Coach P.
He just screenshot it and texted to me.
That's right.
Best half in all of college football. My man, Coach Michael P.
Off the imitator, never duplicated, baby. South Georgia in the building. You already know what it is.
Got an episode of The Whistle dropping this weekend. Nephew T2 produced it. It's in the Dropbox, and so it'll be out this weekend.
Already.
The Coach P. That's what I'm talking about.
Now, let's see how many of you guys out there in the chat can follow and do what Coach P did. He wasn't big enough. He wasn't too big to share this and say, "Hey, man, I'm watching." So I'm going to challenge you guys out there. If you're watching it and you have my contact, you have Duke's contact, you have Uncle Neely's contact, whether it's an Instagram, social media, or personal phone number, screenshot this or take a picture of it if you're watching on your TV and send it to us. Matter of fact, put on your social media and hashtag.
Hey, Coach P, Coach Michael Pollock, if you're somewhere that you can join the show, text me again and I'll send you the link and then you can hop on too. How about that?
Anybody else out there, man? Y'all holler at us. Let us know.
Well, not anybody.
I mean, not in that capacity. I mean,
Chico, we ain't just letting anybody in.
I mean, share and all this stuff. Man, shout out to Shador Sanders' chain. That big got his own zip code and area code, right? Got his own phone number.
Man, his leather 2 custom joint is vibing. Got the jacket and pants. Like he cleaning now. He clean.
Man, I would like to call him the Board of Health because he clean.
Clean.
Ajax.
Clean.
Clorox.
Clean.
They got their baby wipes.
Clean.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all watching The Morning Run, man. Big Dog Chico.
Iron Saw.
Classic clean. You want to go ghetto clean?
Yeah.
What's the purple one?
Fabuloso.
Fabuloso.
Clean. Oh.
Aflac commercial. Even shallow dripping. Man, Fabuloso. I gotta show y'all some of this drip, man. Let me go to the page. Hold on. Now I'm getting hungry too. I'm gonna have to
Want me to go get you some Johnny T's?
No, I was gonna ask you to go get me a plate, but then I thought about it. Well, you go get me a plate to eat it for me though.
I know. There's no word about it.
What was on the menu?
On the menu, chicken drumettes, spaghetti, steak, collard greens, sweet potatoes, cornbread. I'm sure I'm forgetting something.
That's enough. Don't say that. That's enough. Hey.
Yeah, what's called on the Bengals pick in, but I'll leave it.
I think they should take Will Johnson.
They might have taken Will Johnson.
All right, Chico, I'm going to send Coach Pollock the link. Hold on one sec.
All right. So you telling me?
Hey, matter of fact,
I might...
take me off about like 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna come back.
All right, do y'all thing. Everybody want to leave now. I'm ready to leave now too. I'm hungry. Hey, sounds like Tiger Woods Masters menu. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all get in the chat, man. Leave your comments. We will be featuring some comments on tomorrow's show. So if you have a good comment, funny comment, informing comment, let us know. Is Atlanta pick Jaylen Walker? Yes, he did pick Jaylen Walker. Shedeur Sanders still in the green room right there. They're showing the camera on him right now. I said possibly somebody might be trying to trade over the Steelers to get in position to take Shedeur Sanders. We'll see. Well, let me show this right here. Travis Hunter and Duval. Got Coach Pollock joining us.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. All right, we're gonna go to Coach Pollock. That's Travis Hunter right there. All right, here we go. Coach P.
What's up, guys?
Baby, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. Hey, I was watching the draft, and I was watching you guys at the same time, and man, I just had to turn the draft off and listen to y'all. I got tired of hearing all the commentating and all the mess. I just said, you know what? I'm going to where the real news is at. You know,
We appreciate that, Coach. That's what I'm talking about.
Well,
Coach P, how you feeling, Coach P?
Man, I'm feeling great. I'm wondering what all these teams are waiting on with number 2, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It don't make sense to me. Don't make sense.
No. You know, one thing I can point out to your audience out there, Coach Pollock, aka the Nature Boy. That's what's on the screen there.
That's right.
Is that you've been with
Hey, not no
Shedeur.
Buddy Landell either. Let's don't get confused.
No, not that one. You've been with Shedeur not only in the Under Armour camp days, but specifically his entire college career. In fact, you were his QB coach and first offensive coordinator, and been with him since that time. I think, man, there's some teams missing out on the exceptional talent, having coached them and raised them up through college. What do you see when you see Shedeur and what they're missing out on?
There's no player that's more NFL ready in this draft. And I'm just telling you, because there's so much more than just being talented and having the ability to play quarterback, but the fact that, he has come up with his dad and been in the spotlight his entire life, and one thing that Prime always likes to say is, when the light shines on you, it exposes you too. What a light has shined on that young man his entire life. So he's used to it. The bright lights will not affect him. And, but you know what? It's God's will, and wherever he lands is where God plans for him to be. And he's going to succeed. Hey, one thing about it, man, you're getting into some better teams now.
Yeah.
So you're actually going to some places that have won and got the ability to win immediately. That's got some pieces around him. And I'm going to tell you something. I've seen a lot of quarterbacks that were really talented coming out of college that went to the wrong team early and got off on the wrong foot and never could recover. So, hey, it's just great to be in this situation tonight. And, we're just excited for him. I shot him a text earlier this morning, just told him how proud I was of him. And I was praying for him. And it's just exciting to see that. And of course, to see Travis go as the number 2 pick, the highest picked cornerback in the history of the draft. So that's pretty big. That's pretty cool right there. So, hey, folks, listen, I'm going to tell you something. If you don't think it can happen to you. So all you recruits out there that's trying to figure out what school can get you in the NFL, hey, man, it is what it is. Proof's in the pudding tonight.
Also, for all the recruits out there who will have 0 stars, the number 1 pick in the draft had 0 stars coming out of high school. So don't get caught up in that. Keep working, keep your head down.
And let me tell you something, guy Chico. Let me tell you right now, Coach Prime could care less about your stars. I promise you. He's looking at your ability. He's looking at you as a person. You know, he can sense right away if you worried more about the NIL than the NFL, and he wants to get you in the NFL, not the NIL. You know, because like he says, man, you can't chase money. If you chase greatness, money finds you.
Yes.
Yeah. I love that. You know what? You touched on something about the erosion, if you will, and where Shador is going to end up. I talked to Coach Shermer earlier today, and he said, man, you know, the more that these rumors, you know, slide Shador back, it's only going to put him in a more advantageous situation for his career because he's going to end up at a better team. And so wherever he ends up is going to be exactly where the good Lord wanted him to be. And what a place to fall to someone that's better equipped to handle with everything that you bring to the table and get the best out of you.
That's right. Well, the thing about it is to play quarterback in the NFL, you got to have guys around you. You got to have weapons. You know, I think a lot of times, you know, you can look at Tom Brady and think about what he did with his contracts throughout the years. He would take less money so they could add pieces around him because he understood I got to have dudes. And so, yeah, you want to be in a situation coming out where you've got the best guys around you that can help you succeed, especially at that position.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
How great is it for Travis Hunter to be going back home right down there?
Wow, man,
The line.
that's so awesome. That is so awesome. Like his mom literally lives less than an hour from Jacksonville. You know, what a great blessing. You know, and who saw that coming? I mean, I mean, that's only like the third time in NFL history that an on the clock trade has occurred in the first round like that. And
Yeah.
you know, as soon as you saw it, you know, as soon as you saw the trade, you knew what it was all about and who it was all about because you knew if that pick didn't go to Travis, that he was going to the Patriots with the next pick. So, you know, that was, man, what a blessing. I mean, he's gonna be back down in the Georgia and Florida area. You know, like I say, his mama lives less than an hour away. I mean, that's awesome. That is just such an awesome way of turn of events for him.
Wow. Seattle
Coach,
Seahawks take Great Zabel. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to do a little homeboying with Coach Pollock. I know we got to watch for our Colorado guys. You know, not just Shador and Travis today, but all the others to come in the following days. But let me get really some homeboy with you with Georgia. And I've seen a Georgia guy go from the Bulldogs to the Falcons. You know, it's you know, Georgia football is on the rise, man.
Well, that don't happen much. Take it from a guy from Georgia. The Falcons have failed to draft a lot of Bulldogs that could have helped them in the past. So I know that the folks down there in Georgia and in Atlanta area are excited about that. I think that's a great pick for them. The kids had a tremendous career down there, and he's a difference maker. He's definitely a difference maker, and he's definitely someone that adds a lot of value and a lot of star power to their defense.
Yeah, we've said, Coach, that as it relates to Colorado football, that we believe by the time this draft is over, you're going to have anywhere from 7 to 10 guys with a name call, but particularly 10 or north when you count in the undrafted free agents.
Right.
What is it about Colorado football, this staff under Coach Prime, that can get so many guys in so short of a time NFL ready into the NFL?
Well, I think the thing about it is you know, you got arguably the greatest player to ever play in the NFL coaching you as the head coach, and then you've got position coaches. You know, I mean, we've got 3 guys with gold jackets on our staff. You know, you got Warren Sapp, Marshall Faulk, and then Coach Prime. You know, and then you got, you know, Jason Phillips, Kevin Mathis, and, you know, some other guys who have NFL experience playing. You know, I mean, you know, those guys had great careers, you know, in the NFL, and you know, just being around people that know how the the NFL operates. Like Coach Shermer from the offensive side of the ball as the coordinator, and then Coach Rob Livingston on the defensive side of the ball. Two guys that have a lot of experience in the NFL that can pass that wisdom on to the guys. Not just about playing the game, but how your life's going to change. What do you have to worry about? As an NFL rookie, what do I have to worry about? What are just simple things that you don't think of that those guys can help. And I just think that just being around people who have done it, who you can lean on and get their opinions, their advice, and knowing that they're going to shoot you straight and they're going to be honest with you is invaluable. I mean, it is invaluable. And it's definitely an advantage that we have. And hats off to our leader for having that kind of a vision to bring in those guys that are able to influence our kids and influence coaches like me as well. It teaches me a lot. So yeah, I think it's a tremendous advantage for us. And I think it's a credit to our leader on his vision of what he's looking for to help these kids get to the next level.
I love that. I love that. Hey, Chico, Coach, I'm going to go check in the tent real quick. Y'all continue to chop it up. I'll be right back with an update from inside.
All right, bet. We also have some more exclusive footage we could be showing you guys from inside the tent. Coach Pete, why you ain't make the trip? I know you could have easily been there if you wanted to.
Well, hey, somebody got to stay around here and do some work, man. We gotta, the portal's open. The portal is open, and we gotta, coach has all of us, working hard for next year. This is kind of his day, and Shador's day, and Travis's day, and we do have a couple of coaches that are able to go and participate. I know Coach Mathis is in Green Bay with Travis, and that's exciting to see. And he deserves that. He's coached Travis since he was at Jackson State at corner. And but like I say, the rest of us have been hanging back. We've got some big time recruits that have come in this week that we need to target out of the portal, and it's important that we're here to accommodate them and do what we need to do, because we need to add some pieces during this portal season to put us over the top and put us in contention for a Big 12 championship and a college football playoff spot.
Yeah. Our co-host on here, Philip Dukes the Scoop, he said that what Coach Prime is doing right now and the staff is doing right now, they're top grading. They're not just upgrading, they're top grading. That means that they're bringing in better players for guys who are leaving, who might be one of the better players, not just trying to sub out some of the guys who are at the bottom of the roster. So can you talk about adding in some of these top grade recruits out there and not even looking at the stars, but looking at the guys that fit the program?
Right. Well, we're looking at bringing some guys in. I know we've had guys come in recently that we are looking to compete for starting jobs. We're not trying to. We're not about bringing in guys to just fill in spots. We want guys to come compete. So we're trying to bring in guys that have the talent to challenge for a starting position, and that just makes us all better. So it's a challenge this time of the year because it happens so fast with the portal. Kid gets in the portal, maybe 2 days later he's on campus.
Yeah.
But it happens that fast, but yeah, we're doing a great job of targeting the kind of guys we need. There again, before the portal opened up, we had already, knew what we needed to target. Coach Prime was very adamant about what he wanted at the positions that we were targeting, and that's what we're doing. And I'm telling you, man, it's a never-ending process. I mean, I'm texting back and forth to recruits and coaches, up until late hours of the night, just trying to find out information about these guys and try to get these guys on campus to try to see. And it's not just me; the whole staff here is here working, and even the guys that are off with the draft, dealing with that, they're still working. Heck, I was texting Coach Mathis last night about a player, and then this morning. So
Yeah.
It's just something you gotta always be doing.
Right. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers pick is in. They're going to take wide receiver out of Ohio State, Emeka Egbuka. He's going to be there for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And also the Seattle Seahawks took Gray Zabel, the guard from North Dakota State, who we played this past
That's a good
season.
player. He's a good
Yeah.
player. Yeah, I think that's a good pick for them. He's a really good player. I was impressed with him when we played them. Yeah, and you know what? Hey, I heard some news about them. I think they're moving up to the Pac-12 for football.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think
I
they're
think they
going to
deserve it too.
Yeah, I think they're going to add them just as a football program to the Pac-12 and nothing else. But
Mhm.
yeah, that's big news for that program. Put them in the FBS level.
I
That's
like
big.
that. Now the Denver Broncos are on the clock, and then at 21,
There we
that's
go.
crazy. It's number 21
I
too,
know, right?
right?
I know, man.
At
Wow.
21, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are
Yeah.
looking. Who I think should take Shedeur Sanders. I think it would be a great fit with the head
Yes.
coach Mike Tomlin there also,
Yes.
and that great organization. What do you think about that? How do you think he'll fit in up there in Pittsburgh?
Oh man, I think he'll be great there. You know, he's going to be great wherever he goes. But let me tell you something. Pittsburgh's a solid program. That's a solid organization. They got great ownership. They got a great leader and a head coach, Coach Tomlin. And you know, a lot of people don't know this. The Pittsburgh Steelers have only had 3 head coaches since 1969. They've
Chuck
had Chuck
Noll?
Noll, Bill Cowher, and Mike Tomlin, and that's
Exactly.
consistency, and that shows you what kind of organization they run, and you know that I think that's a great situation if he happens to land there because it's an organization that's won. They've won more Super Bowls than anybody else but the Patriots. I think they're tied for first with the Patriots, and it's a well run organization that. You know, seems to always be able to find their quarterback when they need one.
Yeah.
And
He'll be
hey, listen, it's not it wouldn't be the first time a Colorado quarterback has started for the Steelers. You know,
okay.
Cordell Stewart was
Y'all know
a
about
Pittsburgh Steeler.
Yep.
So there you go. That'd be a nice little trend. And hey, and at pick at number 21 too. Come on.
That is wow. Pick at number 21, Pittsburgh Steelers. Shedeur Sanders. They got 2 great receivers up there too.
Yes,
You
they
know.
do. They got a Georgia boy, George Pickens.
Mm-hmm. Then they got Big DK.
He can do it.
Yes.
He can do it. Yeah.
Always have a good defense also. So I would
That's
love
right.
to see that, man. But behind that, let's say somehow, as Uncle Neely said, the Steelers are smoking on some good, and they don't pick Shedeur Sanders. I would see now because the rest of the teams in the first round, I don't think they would need a quarterback. I would see that a team would have to trade up after that pick to get back in the first round to take Shedeur Sanders. I think that could easily be done also.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we've seen a guy like Aaron Rodgers drop this late in the
Hey,
draft.
listen, no
And we see how
doubt.
it turned out for him.
No doubt. He dropped, you know, Joe Montana was a 3rd round pick. You know, everybody knows that you know, the deal with Brady. I mean, listen, it's all about going to the right place, getting in the
Mhm.
right fit. And I think he's got a great opportunity for that to happen.
Yes. Coach P, man.
Who's up right now? Is it the 20th pick right now? The Broncos?
Yes. The 20th pick right now is the Denver Broncos. You know, they have a quarterback in Bo Nix.
Yeah.
You know, and then the Steelers right after that. There's only been one quarterback drafted so far. That was the number 1 pick in Cam Ward.
That's right. Yep.
This been one of those drafts, man. You just never know how it's going to fall. Shout out to T-Mac, though, Teteroy McMillan, the wide receiver. How much do you like him? I know you've seen him a couple times.
Yeah.
Past couple seasons. How much do you like him?
You know, I like him a lot. I mean, it's hard not to overanalyze some of the information that comes out about these kids because you really can't tell how much of it's true and if it was taken out of context. I was a little concerned when I heard that he had said something about he didn't watch a lot of film on his own, you know. But like I say, I don't know how what context he said that in or what was you know, it was a sound bite and you know, it's hard to it's hard to make an opinionated have an opinion concerning something like that. But I think he's a great player. He's got a tremendous amount of talent, and I think he's definitely going to have an impact in this league.
Yes, Got him a quarterback out there with Bryce. 2 California kids. Well, technically, Seth Rose from out here in Hawaii, but he went to high school in California.
Yeah.
So,
And he got,
good kid, man.
he got better last year toward the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed to be finding his footing a little bit in the NFL. And there again, I think that's a situation where he went to a really bad team without a lot of pieces around him, and it's taken him a while to kind of get his traction.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's it's that's why it's so important for a quarterback to go to the right spot if he wants to have a quick start in his career.
Well,
You
we
know?
hope the right spot for Shedeur Sanders will be the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's
I know
right.
there's a bunch of Steeler fans out there would love that pick. Shout out to my
No
cousin
doubt.
back in the day who used to root for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like heck, when they had Greg Lloyd and
Greg
Kevin
Lloyd
Green
from
and them.
Fort Valley, Georgia.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes,
that's right.
sir. Come on
Greg
now.
Lloyd's a beast.
Yep.
What? Looked like a
Greg Lloyd was
daggone
bad boy now.
my coach used to say looked like a Greek god, how he was sculpted out of
Yes.
metal.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Who
He
was your
was
favorite
drafted-
team growing up, Coach?
Dallas Cowboys, baby.
Okay.
See,
You're Uncle
here's the
Neely.
deal. Let me tell you something. See, all these young bucks don't understand. Back when I was young and watching football, on Sunday, football came on Sunday and Monday night. It didn't come on every night of the week, you know. And on Sunday, you had CBS that played the NFC and ABC and NBC played the AFC.
Yeah.
So, and it was all regional coverage. So the 1 o'clock game in Georgia was always the Atlanta Falcons. Well, they were terrible when I was growing up, you know? And
Yeah.
so, I mean, I liked them because they were from Georgia, but they were terrible. Well, the 4 o'clock game was the Dallas Cowboys. And that's back when they had Roger Staubach, Tony Dorsett, all those guys. So,
Yeah.
and then if you on the NBC channel, you had the 1 o'clock game was always the Dolphins, and the 4 o'clock game, ironically, was the Broncos. So down in people in my age bracket, there's a lot of Cowboys, Falcons, Broncos, and Dolphins fans because that's the 4 teams you got to watch every Sunday. But yeah, the Cowboys, won a Super Bowl 12. That was the first Super Bowl I ever watched as a kid, and I just grew up being a Cowboys fan, man. That's always been my team, and you know what? Hey, everybody tries to give me a hard time because they haven't had a Super Bowl in a while, but I always tell them, Jerry Jones don't pick up till after 5 rings, baby. The phone's got to ring 5 times before he picks up.
I was based off of that story right there, I can say this right here. I think that's why I became a Atlanta Braves fan.
No
because
doubt.
they played them on TV so much.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's
man, okay, well, I need to. I like David Justice now. I like Terry Pendleton.
Yes.
I like
Yes.
Otis Nixon and Jeff
That's
Blauser and Mark Lemke and
There
Fred
you go.
Griff and all of these guys. Javi Lopez. I can name them all.
Listen, I still get chills when I see Francisco Cabrera hit that single out left field and still come around third base. Come on, man.
Free. My God,
Hey, listen,
that's what I was hitting dingers back
I
in the
watched
day.
the Braves back when they were bad. Back in the early 80s and through the
You
80s.
talk
Because
about-
they did have a couple of good years. The Dale Murphy years.
Dale Murphy and them. Yeah.
But yeah, that's right. A lot of Braves fans, they called them America's team because TBS. A lot of Cubs fans back then because of WGN. So you watch the Braves and the Cubs a lot. So yeah, it's always funny when I go places and I see a lot of Braves fans, but I know why. It's because of that TBS deal. So yeah.
Yep. And they played the Dodgers a lot too. So I
They
started
did.
liking
That's right.
Darryl
Well,
Strawberry.
they used to be in the same division with the Dodgers.
Yep.
And with the Giants and everything.
Yep.
Of course,
Always.
in football, they used to be in the same division with the Rams and the 49ers back in those days before they changed everything back up. So yeah, that's interesting and everything.
Taking me back right there. Ron Gant. Yes.
There
I
you
used to
go.
roll my
So has
sleeves up like Ron
the
Gant.
Broncos picked yet? Have we got
The
that?
Broncos picked Jade Barron. I'm sorry, Jade Barron, cornerback out of Texas, and now the Pittsburgh Steelers are on the clock.
Oh,
Look like
boy, here we
Dukes
go.
is back in now. Like Uncle Neely will be coming back in a second. Let's bring these guys up on the screen also with Coach P. Steelers fans going crazy out there. Steeler Nation, what up?
What's up, my man?
My dog, what's going on?
See, hey, I'm just tuning in, and I hit the like button, and Neely said, "Come on, click in." So I'm here.
Yeah, man, that's my dog.
But
Man,
you know, hey, on that point though, hey, folks, if y'all out there watching, it's correct. It don't take long to hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit share, help my guys out. You know, they help my channel out. I want y'all to help them out, man. They got some good content, and you know, it's just supporting each other. That's what this is all about.
All right, the Pittsburgh Steelers pick is in.
Uh-oh, here we go. Come on now.
Do we see any type of movement on the inside? We see the camera inside right now with Coach Prime, Gilly the Kid, Shador Sanders, Fam Cam in Canton, Texas. Aaron Rodgers has visited the Steelers, but no contract signed. I bet they're going to go crazy if they pick Shador Sanders. Come on now. Quarterbacks right now on the roster is Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson.
Yeah, they need a quarterback. They need a quarterback.
Fast and in a hurry. And Shador falls to you at number 21, and you don't take him, DK Metcalf and George going to be mad as heck
No doubt
about that.
No doubt.
I don't care if I know I'm getting Aaron Rodgers, I'm still taking Shador. What?
No doubt.
Fast.
Aaron's a 1-year deal, man. He's a one-year deal.
Still 8 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock for the Steelers. The pick is in, though.
The pick is in.
They don't take Shador Sanders. Unbelievable. They take the D tackle, Derek Harmon.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Now, this goes back to what Uncle Neely said and what we said earlier. That's the commissioner making an announcement now. Yes, so it's correct.
It must be a trade.
I would say this. I would have taken Shador here, but based off what Uncle Neely said, and people are saying that we're not going to overpay because we know he's sliding. So why take him right now? And he's sliding because of what, he said the owners are talking to each other. The general managers are talking to each other. So they know.
That's right.
And they're saying, well, maybe we can get Shador in the second round. Even though I know he's not a second round quarterback, dog.
That's right. That's right.
This is crazy. So the Chargers are on the clock right now. Of course, they have a quarterback. Green Bay have a quarterback. Minnesota, Houston, Rams. That could be another trade possibility.
Right.
Ravens, Lions. I still would bet that, even though I'm not a betting person, Dukes, I still would bet that Shador would go in the first round somehow, because I predict trades coming.
That's right.
I like Cleveland having those two picks that are near the top of the second round. That if they wanted to, if they get back in the first round, it wouldn't cost them a whole lot, being that they got, I think they got the 33rd and the 36th overall pick.
Right.
That's crazy, though, man. You take your quarterback when you have a chance to get him.
Yeah, man. It's wild. It's some stuff like, ain't no way, bro.
If I'm the GM, and we don't even have to bring up the business part of this, like what happens outside of the stadium and the jersey sales and the attention and things of that nature. Let's just talk about football. Could I possibly find another D tackle that's going to bring the same production as this kid's going to bring? Could I find that later on in the draft or even in the veteran?
No doubt.
I would bet so.
No doubt about that.
Rather than finding another Shador Sanders. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Wow.
I tell you, the draft is always unpredictable, man. That's the thing about it. Just can't never tell what's gonna happen. That movie Draft Day, there's some reality with that. That I know it's fantasy on that, but there's some reality with that. And a lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes we don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. That's a part of it. And when you think about it, there were so few teams that were in the market for a quarterback, so the market was going to be tight. And then when you get the extra nonsense that's been going around, and and you add that factor in, you got some people that are saying, you know what, they may be, well, maybe we could wait a little while,
Right.
and using that leverage. I mean, of course, you hate it for Shedeur, but at the same time, man, can you imagine the size of the? And this is the best part about it. There are players that this makes or breaks them if they don't go in a certain place in the draft. Well, that's not the case with Shedeur.
That's right.
Now, financially. Now, secondly, all this does is increase the size of the chip on his shoulder. That,
no doubt,
bro. Like, and you saw Lamar. You saw Lamar Jackson. We've seen it. We saw Aaron Rodgers.
That's
like,
right.
This ain't the first time.
No.
So, yeah, and I can honestly say those two guys turned out just fine.
That's right.
I think anybody in this chat realizes what's going on. That we're watching history right now, and this we're basically watching a very poignant part of this story that we haven't even seen ending, but we know how it's going to end.
Well, I think too, you like I say, you're getting in situations now where there's going to be some teams looking to say, man, we got a chance to pick up a franchise quarterback. And even though we may have one for the next year or two, we got a chance to get a guy. I mean, that's what Green Bay did with Aaron Rodgers. They had Brett Favre at the time, and Rodgers was sitting there, and they got him in that situation, and when he had fallen. So yeah, sometimes it just works out that way, and it puts a it could be an advantage for the quarterback coming in that he's got a better team around him and all.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I remember when I was at Jason Campbell's draft party when Aaron Rodgers dropped to 24, and we were wondering if Jason was going to be the pick to the Packers. And even that year, Jason thought he was going higher, and he had a decent career as well. So sometimes you just don't know how things are going to work out for you.
That's right.
I think faith is a big part of it. And as you know, with the Sanders family, that's a huge part of how they got to where they are in the first place.
That's right.
Yeah, man, I think we know there's something going on, and there's some fallacies in the draft, but at this point, this is probably the guy that I'm worried about the least of anybody who's been in this situation.
No doubt.
Man, Uncle Needy just joined us back in. What's up, Unc?
Hey, brothers, how y'all making it, man? Caught the tail end of that. I can give you this report from inside the room when the network was saying, well, the Steelers were on the phone with somebody. We can imagine if it's Shedeur Sanders. I can tell you it was not standing there together. He wasn't on his phone. I will say this, man, that hold on one second, put my ears in there. I will say this. Y'all got me?
Yes.
I will say this, that this exceeds even my interpretation and expectation and application of the prime tax. There is no way that someone can convince me that there has not been conversations and collusions, to make this happen. When you look at the number of teams starting with the very first pick all the way through 21 now that have absolutely had a demonstrated need for quarterback, but yet they don't call the Golden Arm winner, Johnny Unitas Award winner's name, the leader in NCAA completion percentage names.
Right.
That just lets me know that there's some conversations taking place that we're going to punish this guy for his last name being Sanders, and we're going to get him for as cheap as we can, and he's going to be successful with whoever gets him, but we're going to make some things happen where he's not going where everybody says he's going because his last name is Sanders. He is clearly, a once-in-a-generation, if not once-in-a-lifetime level quarterback. You've had teams with demonstrated needs at quarterback, and they've all gone other positions. Coach Pollock, I started the show off. I said, Chico, you broken, I'm broken. Me and you talk all the time. I know billionaires talk all the time. So there have been some plans made, and you were seeing the execution of those plans. Having said that, the mood in the tent has not changed. Coach Prime is nodding every time it happens. Shedeur is nodding every time it happens because they know that God got them, and they know they're going to be on an NFL team.
That's right.
They know, much like what happened with Lamar Jackson when he got pushed all the way back, that there's going to be 31 teams that regret it.
That's right.
Absolutely, man. I just you're a GM, you're a businessman. Like, what are you doing? What are you thinking? Like for real. I thought it's a business up until this point now. Okay. That's crazy. I can't find a way to say or give a good reason why I would have passed on Shedeur Sanders. If I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers, if I'm the Dallas Cowboys, I can understand that Uncle Neely gave a great
Right.
out for Jerry Jones. But the Saints and the Steelers, come on, dog.
Yeah. I was surprised with the Raiders too, man.
And I can give the Raiders an out. You know,
Yeah.
I can give them one. I'm still surprised at that. But the Saints and the Steelers, come on,
No doubt. No doubt.
y'all tripping. Now at the
And
same time, I can see them trading back up to get in the first round.
You know, which then when you're doing that, you go back to now overpaying for something that you could have got, without doing. I can't make sense of it other than I know this, Coach Pollock. You and I don't walk this earth long enough to know when something ain't coincidence.
That's right.
This ain't coincidence now.
That's right.
Yeah.
When you walk into the party and you look as good and smell as good and your hair as good as Michael Pollock, and every girl says no, them girls that met and they done huddled up and said we're gonna all tell them no.
They collusion. It's a collusion.
Yeah, because there ain't no way.
Oh man.
Coach said they've been talking. You know that off the top. Wait, hold on, what's going on? Hold up.
Yeah.
I know I'm.
That's right.
I see what's going on.
What lie y'all done told? What lie y'all done told?
Exactly.
But Coach Pollock and Big Dog and Duke Scoop, the three of y'all have been around the Sanders family and been around Shedeur, and y'all know Coach Prime and y'all know Shedeur. And so let me say this to the chat out there and to the audience watching that may not have had those opportunities. I cannot stress enough. They not tripping, man. Like it ain't a sad face in there.
No.
It ain't a bad time taking place. They are counting this all as a blessing.
Yes.
Because they understand what they bring to the table, and they understand that they're going to be where God wants them to be, and they're going to show what they can do when they get there. So I don't want y'all to think that my mood about collusion
That's right.
and conversation is their mood. They're not stressing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, man, I mean, listen, just to be in this situation that Shedeur is in tonight and the Sanders family's in, it's a blessing already. I mean, there's to even be in a situation to be drafted by an NFL team and be talked about going as high. Like you say, they've only picked one quarterback so far this year.
Yeah.
And so it's been a situation where it's not been a quarterback heavy draft. And I think some of it has been that a lot of teams have had their guy. I think there was a stretch of picks there where we all knew that Shedeur wasn't going to one of those teams because they already had their guy. And, it's just a deal where, it's kind of fallen that way. But, like I say, Coach Prime's fate is what guides him. And I know he knows that this is God's will, and whatever happens is going to be best for Shedeur, and it's going to be where Shedeur needs to be. So it's going to be interesting.
You make a great point there, Coach Pollock, because no matter where he falls, it's important that we understand that all the work that he put in was not to go to a particular team at a particular pick. It was put in to go to the NFL.
Right.
And we all are confident that is going to happen. Having
right.
said that, we also have to underscore that no matter where he is picked, you have to look at the totality of it. Because like you said, there's only been one quarterback picked.
Right.
So it's not like he's the 22nd worst player in the draft. He's still sitting at the number 2 quarterback in the draft. And I will argue that even that is part prime tax, because if you look at Cam Ward, they're trained by the same guy. And if you look at his stats and team success and look at Shedeur's stats and team success, I would still argue that the Titans, should have, would have, could have got Shedeur if they were going after the absolute best quarterback.
No doubt.
Well, at the end of the day, like you said, the goal is to go to the NFL.
Yeah.
And no matter where you go there and you turn it up. And his mentor, Tom Brady, went 6th round, and you saw what he's done. So
that's right.
I know Shedeur is smart enough, grown enough to say, man, it really don't matter where I go. Only thing Oh, you know what? The only thing this is going to affect are the people out there who would have had something to say whether he went first in the draft or if he goes in the 7th round of the draft. They're going to say something anyway, dog.
That's right. Haters are going to hate. That's one thing about it.
Period.
Haters are going to hate.
That's what they do.
Hey, Coach P, you know what we like to say? Saw to kill a snail, but it don't do nothing to a player.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
And you got a player. That tent behind me, you got a player. That ain't no snail over there.
That's right. Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt about that. Ain't no doubt about that, man.
Coach P, man. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good. You good. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say once again, thank you for joining us.
Hey, man,
out there.
I've enjoyed it, man. I'm gonna kick back and watch the rest of the draft and watch you guys.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Coach P, have a cold one on me, man.
Hey, I'm way ahead of you, bro. I didn't have one for all. I didn't have one for all three of y'all.
That's what
All right, guys. Y'all take
Yes,
care,
sir.
man.
Appreciate you, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Bye.
All right.
Coach Michael Pollock, special teams coordinator, Colorado football. First collegiate coach for Shedeur Sanders, coached quarterbacks and was offense coordinator at Jackson State Shedur's freshman year, so knows him well and knows him from the Under Armour, high school camp circuit as well, where he first met Coach Prime. So, hey, man, this is it's all good in the hood, baby.
Just to let y'all know, we have over 1,500 in the chat right now, checking in with us live on the Pregame Network. We're here with our NFL Draft Special.
Chico, I ain't finna let you go by that because I don't have a chat of y'all. I don't have a chat of. You said 1,500.
1,500.
Wait, Chico, you ain't see my face. I'm gonna do it again. You said 1,500.
And Dukes ain't hit me. I tried to hit it with the Atlanta lingo. 1,500, or is that old lingo? That's like 10 years ago, ain't it? They still say Hundun?
Yeah, I think you hit him with some. I think you hit him with some silver that somebody told you was Atlanta.
What you call a $100 bill, Duke?
Huncho.
Huncho, that's what it is. That's what it is.
It's all about a Hundun.
A strip, or if you really want. Yeah, script. Yeah,
that's what it was. It was the hundo. I saw my boy E Herb performing on the shit show, which is with DJ Scream and them.
Yeah, sure.
He went over there and gave Scream a $100 bill and said, "Make sure you get something to eat tonight," while he was rapping. And somebody put in the caption, he gave him a huncho or a hun or one of them. I said huncho. Huncho is what it was.
It's all good, man. We're tripping.
Show my age, ain't it?
What they said, hey, we same age, man. Just, I'm just around it a little bit.
Yeah,
what they say in Hawaii? That's what we need to know. What they say? What they call $100 in Hawaii?
Oh shoot, bro. $100? Sure. What would they call? I don't know. I would have to ask one of my brothers.
$100,
bro. Fuck 100. That's what
they probably call it a hand job.
Let me get that HJ about you. Get that HJ about you.
Everything marked up on the island. He calls more out there.
Yeah, he ain't lying. $100. What is $100 out here? 110. Marked up. That's what.
Hey, let me ask y'all this because I wasn't with y'all. Like Coach Pollock pointed out, and we have talked about as well. Situationally, it's not like there have been 22 people that have actually passed on Shedeur because everybody's not in the quarterback market. Some people have quarterbacks that they just locked up on big deals, got quarterbacks with no trade clauses, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But when you look at, be it the Browns or the Giants or the Saints or the Steelers, which one got the most gasp when they didn't pick Shedeur? For me, it was the Saints. And then it was a double gas when the Steelers did the same thing. But I thought the Saints were clearly going to be in the most dire need of it and pull the trigger. And then I was just flabbergasted when the Steelers didn't. What happened amongst the chat with you guys when they went down?
Oh, chat going crazy too.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat, man. Y'all let Uncle Neely know what y'all feel in the chat right now, because I saw the chat going crazy. Like, man, the Steelers. Somebody said Coach Tomlin gonna get fired after this season anyway. Some people were against the Steelers. Some people said the wide receiver's gonna leave. Like, dang, they going crazy.
Yeah, I was. The Steelers were never my favorite, other than these couple reasons, which I'd articulated before. One, the quality of their head coach and Mike Tomlin, and the mentorship that he could provide, particularly to a brother quarterback coming into the league. And then two, with the Steelers always having a preeminent, prominent defense and run game, the pressure that would take off of rookie QB. But I still say, Dukes, going back to your division, the NFC South, that's why I thought the Saints would do this. That when you look at the Carolina Panthers and their lack of QB, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and their QB being on the backside of the bell curve, the Atlanta Falcons with a relative rookie QB, what more perfect situation to come in and to readily compete in a year or two by bringing in Shedeur Sanders to a city that he culturally could connect with as well. So big missed opportunity by the Saints.
Yes.
Agreed, man. Yeah, 1,000%. Like, I think it's a couple of games that you go to, just to keep it a buck. Like, it's only a few stadiums that you can go to in America or the entire National Football League where it's going to be a majority African American. And the Saints pack that stadium out. The Falcons definitely do. The Falcons might be about 80-20. And Baltimore turns out. They turn up. But
throw me a little Detroit in there too, and I'm with you.
Yeah, Detroit. I mean, there's only like a few. So the Saints being the one that has the quarterback need, absolutely. You thought that was such a opportunity miss for them swamp water, stinking water having.
Goodness gracious.
Hey, man, the Falcons don't. Falcons don't like the Saints, man.
I thought he was gonna say stinking water Saints.
Yeah, nah. Bad water, the city stank.
Say, bro.
Huh?
Say, bro.
Oh yeah, we just talking about. That's just a little track.
I feel it. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know how hard it was for me to talk up the New York Giants. Like shit.
I was happy to go to the Giants though. I don't like the Giants. I never liked the Giants. Yeah, I never liked the Giants. I was about to say, did I ever like the Giants? I ain't never liked them.
But again, if you're just hopping on, man, on the back of this thing, I don't know where you've been, but this is the morning run at night with Duke's Scoop, Big Dog Chico, Uncle Neely. We coming in with the NFL draft special. I'm on location at Country Prime. That tent behind me is Shedeur Sanders' private NFL draft party. We've been covering this thing. Coach Michael Pollock has hopped on with us. I can't see the chat, but they tell me the chat is going ham. Falcons drafted a player from Georgia. My Cowboys don't know what the hell they did. Chico, who the hell is your NFL team?
Who the hell is your team? Hey, man, I told y'all my story. I got a story.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, I got to tell a story with it. I just can't say who my team
You
is.
can't just say who your team is, then come and tell the story. You don't make us wait on the punchline.
Okay. I don't have a team. When I was little, I'm dead serious. When I was little, we didn't have a team growing up. Our closest team was Atlanta and the Saints, So growing up, I rooted for the Buffalo Bills, and y'all know what happened with that. I was a Buffalo Bills fan when I was little. I was the only person probably in Alabama with a Buffalo Bills starter jacket. But they lost those 4 Super Bowls. I threw that Bills jacket in the trash. And I said I would never root for him again, although I did. After that, I started following Coach Prime wherever he went, Deion Sanders. So I started hopping with the players from that point on.
Now I would tell you this, Chico.
You was hopping from player to player?
Hopping with the players, like Coach Prime. Like when free agency came, that's when I started. I left the Bills, and I said, I'm going with my favorite players now. So I like Michael Irvin. I like Deion Sanders. I like Reggie White. So I started rooting for them individually.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I feel you on that, Chico. Look, let me tell you this. I've always been a Cowboys fan and nothing but regional coverage is why I absolutely hate the Saints. Because growing up, I could not watch the Cowboys on Sunday because the Saints were going to be forced down our throat with regional coverage. Because you keep in mind now, I'm 53, wasn't no direct TV then. You had to show what CBS and NBC showed, and they were going to show you regional games.
Yeah.
And so I got the Saints every Sunday. Man, you talking about this when them dudes was like 1-12, 1-15. And like, come on, bro. When they was sitting in the stands with bags over their heads. Y'all making me watch this on TV. Yeah.
Dang, dog. Yeah, but now you talk about the Lakers now in basketball, that's a totally different story. I'm like you with the Cowboys on that. I watched the Lakers. That's the only team I ever cheered for in basketball. Period. I don't even watch basketball for real.
No, let's not bring it up right now because then I'm gonna have to leave because y'all gonna cut me out the segment.
Dude, boy, the Lakers trash. No, just
hey, man, shout out to all the Saints fans, man. My bad, man. I mean, got off of y'all.
Yeah, he went in on the Saints fans, dog.
Hey, they mad too, man. Hey, man, y'all know y'all my partners, man. You know we talk trash every now and then. So I was gonna talk trash about the Saints because y'all had the chance. Y'all know why we here. Y'all had the chance to really to do it, and you didn't do it.
Yeah. I like that, Dukes. Y'all know why we here. Y'all know why we doing the show right now.
Y'all know why we here.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me go. I'm gonna go turn my air off because it's cold in here, and I don't know what I did to remote control. Let me get me something to drink too. Y'all hold it down for a second.
Oh, you got remote control, Al. Okay, Chico.
Well, hell, I don't know where it is now. I got to turn it off manually.
Okay, Chico.
Boy got
Big
a
rich Chico.
Freako
Big
Chico.
rich Chico. Man, how many we got left in this round, man? I mean, you know, one thing that we heard about the haters out there, Dukes, we heard loud and clear in our back channel conversations from our various plugs, we heard that there was a deliberate effort to push the door to the second round.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna wait on that one. I'm gonna wait on that one. I got it. We're gonna talk. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you heard what I heard though, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was I mean, at this point, it's obvious. It's cool. Right now, I think best case scenario you're looking at for Shedeur to go tonight is going to be somebody trying to jump the Cleveland Browns. And in order to jump them, you may have to get one of these picks in the in the late first round. You could see 31, 30, somewhere in there.
Yeah, so, I'm reminded of when Lamar Jackson went 32.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and with the Browns having the 33rd and the 36th pick, people see what they have right there. So you look at, but the Giants have what 30? Hold on, what the Giants got? Let's look at the NFL second round right quick. NFL second round order. So the Browns got the first pick. The Giants got the second pick. The Browns got the fourth pick. The Raiders got the fifth pick. So you can see any of those picks.
And let me hip the chat to something. And don't hold me to the exact number, Dukes and chat. I'm rounding here. The Browns were originally picking at number 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
The number 2 pick in the first round would have cost them somewhere around $37 million. The first pick in the second round is going to cost them about $8 million.
Yeah.
And it could be the same person.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Just see what we got right here.
Who's up next?
The Giants just traded back in the first round.
Okay.
Man.
Oh, no, not the Giants. Not the Giants.
Chico, do you still have that graphic, the first round costs? What they got to pay?
Pull it up.
Yeah, pull up what the third pick is, and what pick we on now? I want to show y'all chat something out there. I want to show y'all how billionaires roll.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna break it down.
Let me know when you have it. Well, I see it when you have it. My bad. There it is. So you see, pick 3 is 39.8. Now, where are we at now?
What pick are we on right now? What is
25?
20 Feezy.
What's 25? I can't see it on my phone there.
15.3.
So 39.8 or 15.3. Would you rather spend for the same thing? But my point is, it takes orchestration, collusion, and conversations for that to happen.
Yes.
That just doesn't happen, or that doesn't happen organically.
It has to be Dukes, Neely, and Chico. We're the 3 teams in the first round that need a quarterback. Hey, if you don't take him, I won't take him. And if you won't take him, you know, and we'll go like that. All right, we got some other needs. We'll take these guys. And then second round, you know, or after a certain pick, you know, if
Yeah,
y'all
all
can get
bets
it, y'all
off.
can get it.
Yeah,
all bets off.
All bets off for a second after a certain amount of picks, and do whatever you got to do to get them in. But one thing we're gonna do is we're gonna guarantee that whoever get them cheap. Because again, pick 3, 39.8 mil slotted, guaranteed is what it is. All the way down to what you said, 15, 13 mil.
Yep. Pick 25 is 15.3. 26,
shit.
15.1. Duke's got some in right now. Hold down.
Speak on the plug.
Hold on.
The Giants pick is in. Damn, I hope you don't go to the Giants, dog. At 25. They traded back in. Exactly what I said somebody's going to do. Trade back in the first round and possibly pick them up. I just hope it's not the Giants. I hope
the music is still going over there, so I guess they're not expecting it.
Okay, good.
So even if it does happen, they unaware of it because the music bumping.
Shout out to the DJ in there too. I saw the clip that you sent. He was actually scratching. Yeah, a real DJ. Not like the guys I used to hire who just play music off their computer. He had a real DJ.
How about that? Yeah, you good.
Jackson Dart. I hope they take Jackson Dart, not Shador. Go ahead. Let them take Jackson Dart. Let them be dummies for life. Dart got a call BDC, the pregame network. Miss Maui. Oh no. Where you get that name from, Miss Maui? Jermaine said it's Dart. Is Dart Duke?
Chico, I want you to go Google. I want you to type in collusion, and I want you to put the definition on the screen.
I mean, you don't want me to just tell people? Okay, I'll put it on the screen. You're right.
No, because they might not believe you. They might think you making something up.
All right, here we go.
Giants don't take black quarterbacks. That's what they said in the chat.
I don't think they do either. Who was that last one they had? Anthony, what was his name? I think he wore number 2 too back in the day. He was a former Baltimore quarterback.
Anthony Wright, maybe.
Right, probably. Oh yeah, Tyrod was there too. Damn straight in the draft one. Hold on. Hold on.
All right, so you take the Giants out of it, and you go. So now you got Cleveland.
And for clarity, you're in the second round.
Yeah, second round. You got Cleveland. The Saints got the 8th pick in the second round. And you got Cleveland, the Saints, and who the last team? The Raiders.
Y'all see that definition? Y'all see it. Y'all can read. I know what I'm saying when I say collusion. I smell collusion, not coincidence.
What was the movie House Party? When the three, what was the name? Full Force?
Yeah.
And they said, I smell collusion.
Yeah, what's called Uncle Needle said you smell what they said the first time earlier today.
I smell that. That cat.
He smelled that 2-letter word that you text the other day. That changed his life.
Chico said, man, dude, you must like it.
Didn't say I didn't. Didn't say I did. It's just not a priority.
Well, down the list there, Chico.
Don't hit one of Duke's move. Why I gotta sound like that, Duke? Why I gotta sound like that? Hell no. The Giants selected Jackson Dart after trading back up in the first round. Woo! I could smell the tanning oil up in that thing.
Man.
Jackson Dart, 6'2", 223 pounds.
You can do what, Chico?
Better every year, they're saying out of Ole Miss. Play for Lane Kiffin.
Chico, what you said?
Second quarterback taken. Don't worry about it. They'll get it. They'll get it.
Chico, how it smell?
What it smelled like up in Jackson Dart's place. Watch party, it looked like. A little bit of that as my grandma used to say, a little bit of that rabbit tobacco.
Mm-mm.
Their grandma make you never want to smoke, boy. She said, y'all there smoking that rabbit tobacco? I don't know about no rabbit tobacco, grandma. There's that fire right here, but I don't want to smoke it now because you calling it rabbit tobacco. We off the
That's the only reason you want to smoke it.
Nah, it was a whole lot of other reasons, dog.
Yeah, that was Chico. One man Rico.
I remember my brother used to come in the house, boy, that stuff used to smell so good, dog. He'd tell my mom, just came from the club. They were smoking in the club. I wasn't smoking. I was like, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right. Well, your eyes red as a damn fire truck.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that used to be so funny. Shout out to my brother, man. Shout out to you, Chad. Where you at? Holla at me. My brother could be listening right now and won't tell nobody. Won't even tell me he listens. Nigga just be listening.
What?
Jack, somebody said I smell evil.
I smell evil.
You tell them, Dale Ma Johnson.
We've watched the season all year. I'm sure they've watched the season all year, and this is what's happening. Another guy, who are some of the guys you might be surprised that's still on the board, Duke?
So look at the Falcons made a trade, Duke.
Yeah. Boy, I'm over here trying to figure it out.
Okay, Falcons.
I mean, surely they're not going quarterback.
Nah.
Yeah, I would damn sure think about it. Penix or not, I damn sure think about it. But their pick is in, and the Baltimore Ravens are on the clock.
And I say this in jest. They could cut Penix and make his money back. I should do a jersey sale. I'm talking about the sales tonight.
Wow. Them boy got James Pierce, boy. Them folks are not playing.
They got back in and got another pass rusher?
Yeah, they said, hey, I tell you what, y'all ain't gonna keep talking about us with no pass rusher.
It's about time.
Yeah, they traded their first round pick next year to get it too.
Nice. when have the Falcons ever had two bona fide pass rushers? Let me think. Two bona fide pass rushers for the Falcons. They did get a veteran one time to come in.
Yeah, they ain't had one since what's it called?
Who?
John Abraham.
Johnny Abraham. Shout out to Johnny Abraham.
Then they had Vic Beasley for one season.
Yeah.
And then Dwight Freeney was straight that year with Vic Beasley.
Yeah. That's who it was that came over there.
I got that Dirty Birds flag right there. Yeah, I was at the game for sure.
Wow. James Pierce Jr. out of Tennessee.
Yeah, they say Buddy a little hard to get along with, but he's a great player.
Which one? Pierce?
Yeah. They say,
man, look, you can get a guy that's hard to get along with, put him on a team in Atlanta, let his teammates take him out a couple of times, he'd be your best friend.
Yeah.
I can win you over. I can win you over in Atlanta.
Yeah. Tell you what, man. Yeah. Look at little sis throwing up them foes. Okay, then he gonna be perfect in Atlanta.
I like that pick by Atlanta though, getting two pass rushers.
Yeah, for sure. He probably gonna be the primary, and they probably gonna be rotating Jaylen Walker. Now I seen him run a 4.5. I was at the combine. Matter of fact, that was the first video I posted. Was him running the 40.
Shedeur in Los Angeles. Now, don't they have? Let me see. The Rams have
Stafford. That's all.
Oh yeah, old school Matthew Stafford. Hey,
yeah.
Hey,
he on the backside. He on the backside of the bell curve.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Shedeur in L.A. We've been talking about a lot of scenarios.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Didn't see this coming because surely I thought he would be gone by now. But I'm going to say, much like the same reasons for New York, is the same reasons for LA. You cannot beat the marketing. You cannot beat the cameras. You cannot beat the off the field opportunities and exposure that go in two cities, New York and LA, that truly never ever sleep. And if there's anybody that's built to sustain the scrutiny, the cameras, the lights, the action, in that kind of environment, it would be Shedeur Sanders.
Well, the Baltimore Ravens are on the clock at 27. 28 would be the Detroit Lions. 29 Commanders, followed by the Bills and the Chiefs. And then the Eagles will close out the first round. Those are the picks that are left. It's crazy. I don't think anybody who's watching the draft, watched football this season, would have predicted this. But like I said,
Chico,
hey, I still think one of these 4 picks will be traded.
And I hate to speak on behalf of a hater, but the biggest hater in the world didn't see this coming. like you could just absolutely hate everything Sanders, and you could have wished for this, but you wouldn't have thought this was going to happen.
Yeah. Hell. Ocho. What are they doing? Let's see. We got over 40 backlog comments right now. We got over 1,600 people in the chat right now. How many likes do we have on the video right now? Should have over at least 500 likes in the video. Y'all get them likes up. Run them likes up, man. What you waiting on? No haters saw this comment tab. Nope. I'm just gonna go down some random comments now. No, I'm not reading them first, so they might be Chico got a pretty face or something.
I said that shit.
Ain't nobody said that.
I mean, Stevie Wonder might have typed it, but he ain't seen your face.
VZ Grant for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate it. Officially not a Giants fan. I'm on my Chico stuff fan of where to go. I think that's what he was trying to say.
I think they're saying wherever to go.
Okay, well, see what I'm saying with these reading the checks?
I think they're saying they're going to be a fan of wherever he goes.
Yes, on my Chico stuff. Appreciate that, VZ Grant. Shoot. And we got another super chat for Patrick Williams. Mr. Williams. Fellas, all last season, no one ever mentioned a Jackson fart on the QB radar. The draft QB battle was about Ward and Sanders. Jackson fart, as he calls him once again, goes before Shedeur, shaking my head, is what he said.
Amen, Patrick Williams.
Hey, man.
Chico,
Turn
like I
around,
said,
ladies, for me, please. Yes.
$5 super chat. Von Randall. Collusion is being nice. And now I need one of the Duke's red cups. We're going to get to the bottom of red cup too, Von Randall.
Yeah.
Chico, let me tell you this.
I had a red cup.
You know how I told you me and you broke and we be plotting and planning?
Right.
It what rich people do when they plot and plan. They plan and already work, right? And one of them in their little secret text group said, hey, but watch this. Hey, watch this. Hold on. And he draft Jackson Dart and they all LOLing.
Yeah. It's crazy. I'm gonna get Jackson. I'm gonna take it even further, guys. This is crazy. I don't even know what else to say about that, man. Let me see. Let's see where we gonna go from here, because this is unbelievable. I still think one of these 4 picks will be traded, though. Somebody's calling right now. One of those billionaire people calling right now. What you thinking, Duke?
I think now you can get to the point where two don't have to go to a team that actually needs a quarterback. Now you can get a value pick. You can see a team like the Jets who made an investment with Justin Fields, still take a 2 trade up. Like there's so much that can happen now, which kind of opens it up a little. It actually opens up the I guess the opportunities now, because there's a team that doesn't necessarily have to have a pressing need that can take. He's getting into best player available regardless of position. If he's already, I think for the past few picks, he's been in that conversation anyway. But and
so Dukes, I'm glad you say that, forget interruption, because that was that thing I've hung my hat on all night long, that when you get to a point of uncertainty or doubt, you'll never go wrong getting the best available regardless of the position. And because this collusion has gone for so long, you're exactly right. We don't went from knee deep to waist deep water now. We in waist deep water where it's like, okay, I got to stop playing. It was cute. It was cute the first 24 picks. I got to stop playing, y'all. Like, I got to grab this guy.
And for Coach Prime, even seeing this coming and the comments that he said the other day when he was like, man, let me go because I know some bull junk coming. Next, what did he say after the press conference? He's gonna go home and go have a vacation because he knows some bull junk gonna be coming.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody in there tripping.
Yeah, as they shouldn't be either.
Well, this was foreseen.
From what's called to go already?
Who's that?
The safety from South Carolina.
Malachi Starks just got picked right now, but the safety from South Carolina. No, I don't think so.
He didn't go yet.
Name on there. I saw his name as best available. Still left. If I'm not mistaken. Yep. Let me see here.
Yeah, Will Johnson should have been a top 5 pick.
He's still on the board.
Yeah, Mike Green was someone who they thought was a top 10 pick. Yes, yeah. So now people just gonna take the value.
Donovan Jackson, the guard out of Ohio State. That's a good pick for Minnesota. Marion Hampton, running back from North Carolina, goes to the Chargers. Matthew Golden, wide receiver, Texas, goes to the Packers. Of course, Derek Harmon, D tackle to the Steelers. So, going to see that MDJ original hometown. Shout out to him. And Detroit Lions right here. Getting ready to go.
Detroit basketball.
Shout out to the D, the 313.
It's cold in the D.
8 Mile, 7 Mile, 6 Mile, 5 Mile, all the miles up there. I went to a great soul food spot up there too. I wish I knew the name.
In Detroit.
You could tell it was good. Yeah, you tell it was good. It had the big thick glass when you walk up in there. Got an order behind the big thick glass, bulletproof glass. Just got a point and say, I want you get the collard greens. Let me get that. You get that. Got a point like that.
You like that?
Yeah, that food was so fire, dog. You just risking your life going up in that thing. You could tell.
That's how he held on to his blackness, Dukes.
Shout out to Trick and Choke Don't Joke too. That's who I wouldn't say I was with up there, but that's who
Deuce, why
went.
you fall off the screen, man?
It's all good.
Hey man, hey, come on, man.
BSB, shout out to BSB.
Chill out.
You know what I mean?
Nah, Chico be tripping me out, man. That's my partner, man.
It's all good, dog.
Man, what you mean? I went to a soul food place with bulletproof glass.
Yeah, it was fire. I'm trying to tell you, that's how you know that's a fire.
What's your order, Chico?
If I'm going to just a random soul food place,
the best. If somebody tell you can go to the best soul food restaurants, you can pick 2 proteins and 2 sides. What you get?
let me get the baked chicken over there, player. Let me get that baked chicken. No, I don't want no pork chops. I don't want no fried chicken either. I want to get the baked chicken and y'all got some smothered turkey or some smothered wings or something like that. Let me get those 2 right there, player. Yep. Let me get if I could sub the vegetables, I'll get a sub vegetables too. So let me get the collard greens, black eyed peas. Oh, your black eyed peas got bacon in them? All right, just give me the lima beans then. All right.
Who are you talking to that's answering you back? That man said, y'all black eyed peas got bacon.
That's how some people, we got pork in our black eyed peas and our collard greens.
I bet when you and your old lady role play, it go too far with you. Because you get immersed in your character.
What you call it? I'm a method actor.
Order. Yeah.
I'm a method
this
actor.
Man straight order for real. He's like, y'all got pork enough.
I just made some people get hungry. I know I made myself get hungry. Matter of fact, what I really want is some oxtails. What? I'm getting hungry, dog. Hey, y'all gonna hold it down for the rest of the show?
No, you gotta look, Chico. Anything can happen. You gotta stay at this point, Chico.
I gotta stay.
You gotta stay at this point.
You're about to be eating on the screen in a minute, like Dukes.
Oh boy, don't even worry about that.
Wait, they said never heard of bacon and black eyed peas. What? They put pork for the flavor, bacon or either fat back, something like that, ham hock, hog or something like that. But when you evolve, you put turkey in there and not the pork.
Okay.
Man. You said when you what? When you evolve?
When you evolve a little bit.
Hey man, Chico on his evolution, man. Chico on his evolution.
Trying to get better, Dukes.
Nah, I
ate a couple of slices of pizza the other day that my kids had, and I felt bad. I was like, damn, I ain't eaten no pizza in so long. I haven't eaten no chips, haven't eaten no little Debbie cakes, haven't eaten no cookies.
No sugar.
Been right. No sugar. I've been trying to cut out the sugar, dog. I'll get my sugar from natural foods or fruits, sweet potatoes, bananas,
What's your favorite fruit, Tino?
Favorite fruit? I don't know if it'll be considered a fruit. I just know it's a hood fruit, I'll tell you that. And that's the green plums off the tree, directly off the tree. In East Selma, Alabama. Can't get them nowhere else. Give me the green plums. That's my favorite.
I thought you were gonna say RuPaul.
No, I wasn't gonna take your answer, Unc. You ain't have to worry about that. We're gonna take your answer. Why would I do that to you, Unc?
Man, I had one of my partners. He didn't know. We were watching, I think VH1, one of them channels. He's like, "Dog, man, that damn RuPaul, that's a bad B right there."
Oh hell no!
I said, "What?" Man, RuPaul, that host that show. I was like, that's a dude, don't you? Man, that joker argued me down. I was like, all right, dog. you won.
Dukes, Uncle Neely, here's another guy going from where? Ohio State to Michigan to Detroit. The big D tackle, Tyreek Williams from Ohio State, just got picked up by the Detroit Lions. Another example. Said Chico baked chicken. I must be half breed. No, I'm trying to do better, man. Of course, you would get the fried chicken or the fried pork chops. Look at you, or whatever. Yeah, give me the baked chicken, man.
I'm
trying to do better.
If y'all only knew.
Chico is what Chico does. That's another T-shirt. Keep on coming with it.
If y'all only knew.
That's pretty funny.
What would your go-to meal be, Dukes? I'm interested to see. You and Uncle Nita. What would y'all get? 2 sides and 2 meats. What are you getting?
Man, probably. Man, I'm gonna go to 285 off of MLK. I'm gonna probably get this smothered turkey wings and the oxtails. Collard green. Oxtails come with the rice. They both come with rice.
Okay. Yeah, rice
And
not
then-
included. Rice and cornbread, you ain't gotta, yeah.
And then I'll probably get the collard greens and macaroni.
Damn,
So,
y'all make
and all that's gonna be about $22.
what?
Yeah, if you want
Just name
oxtails, if you don't mind getting oxtails, just straight soul food, not Jamaican oxtails, you gotta go to 285 on MLK for sure. Or go to K&K. Now, if I go to K&K on Bankhead by Northside Drive, the Northside Drive side of Bankhead, if I go to K&K, I'm gonna get the fried chicken. I'm gonna probably get the fried chicken and the smothered pork chop. And then I'm gonna probably go. I'm gonna go cabbage.
Oh my God, some cabbage and cornbread. Oh Lord, I just go cook tonight, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna go cabbage and go cabbage and sweet potato souffle at K&K for sure.
Yeah, instead of y'all, hey, we could send y'all but to commercial. Who is that complaining? Tony H. We could send y'all to commercial and be the best ever is.
Right. No, I ain't been to Who Got Soul, Big Pit. Matter of fact, let me go grab. I got a little plate, man. Let me go grab my food right quick. I'll be right back.
No. I'm over here eating on a handful of pistachio nuts, hungrier than a, you know what? Yes. Look at this, man. I'm eating pistachio nuts. What kind of stuff is this? Looking like a poor man. What are you eating, man? 2 sides and 2 meats.
Oh man, when I start with sides, I got to get the mac and cheese and the collard greens. That's easy peasy done right there. On my meats, man, ain't nothing like a good fried pork chop. Or then maybe which day of the week it is. If it's the day for red beans and rice with a big old sausage split in half on top of them red beans.
So you want the glizzy?
I want the red beans and rice.
Okay. Red beans and rice fire too.
It is.
Beans and cornbread had a fight. Beans knocked cornbread out of sight. Don't go on lunch.
$1.99 super chat.
Y'all wrong.
$1.99 super chat. Yeah.
We thank y'all. Let me see. Is that TV
Grant.
too loud? Turn the TV down some. Red beans and rice, man. If I had a beautiful woman to be cooking for me right now, I'd be in heaven. Actually, she'll have to be beautiful. She'll be beautiful because she's in there cooking right now. But who cares what she look like? I just need some good food right now. How you like me now? First round is just about over. Washington Commanders on the clock. Of course, they have their rookie quarterback, their second-year quarterback now in McDaniels. Buffalo Bills and the Chiefs. These are the last picks, and the Commanders pick is in. Dukes, you had a question in the chat. Let's see if I can find it again. The Dukes always got a plate. Trying to rob you. Huh?
Yael in the building.
Mac and cheese for Davey. And his mama's lasagna. They doubly best twin mommy. Oh, no. I didn't like lasagna until I came to Hawaii.
That's that jerk chicken egg roll.
Damn, let me see. A jerk chicken egg roll?
Chico.
That's some Atlanta stuff right there, dog. Negroes would do it to it. Yeah.
Man, my best friend growing up, Clifton Manning, his mama Daisy Manning, may she rest in peace. She knew every June 18th, my birthday, to make me lasagna. I'm talking about from 8 years old till we graduated high school. On birthday, I had a Daisy Manny lasagna come. Man, I tear lasagna up. I mean, from corner to corner, side to side, diagonal. This is my damn lasagna.
Yeah. I'll tell lasagna up. I've never liked it. I came out here and tasted it. Oh, okay, all right. I mess with it. Just depends who's making it. It's kind of like potato salad. Who made the potato salad? Oh, Auntie Carol. Nah, we ain't eating the potato salad tonight. She put too much sugar in her potato salad. Nobody need all that
this, dog.
damn salt in their potato salad, Willie.
I ain't looked around out there because, I've been in here with y'all, been in the tent with the family back and forth. And I just seen NFL Network on the big screen, et cetera, et cetera. Ain't nobody in the world giving you coverage like this from the damn island, from Country Prime, from the ATL, giving you in-depth analysis and talking about soul food and letting y'all know collusion words, big words of the day.
Giving you guys some vocabulary words. Go home and study. Bring them back next week and tell us what he means. Tell us how to use it in the sentence.
Hey, Dukes, we all know you eating. You can bring the food up to you. You ain't got to do this. You ain't got to go there.
Yeah, we want it. I almost say we want to eat with you, but that's a pause.
No, we just went fish and grits.
Oh. Y'all gonna stop doing this to me, man. Y'all gonna stop.
I'll be long, Chico. Then who knows, y'all, when if they continue this BS through the first round, man, might be able to bring on a guest or two when everybody come out the tent. So, you never know what's going to happen on this thing.
Lexus
and I
driver.
might as well come back out to Country Prime tomorrow morning for the morning run, huh?
Hey, that would be dope.
That'd be too hard.
You gonna go fishing while you're out there? Oh, you have to at least throw something out there for fishing, huh? Like tomorrow or something.
I'm gonna put a picture of you on a hook and catch a snapping turtle. I'm gonna film and go, oh, a turtle, a turtle.
A turtle.
A whole snapping turtle.
Thought you were gonna say something else. He said he gonna catch a snapping turtle. Man, you wild, dog. Who think
That's
of
the
this?
only thing. That's the only thing that bite that shit. Picture you on the hook.
Who the hell think of this? Chat, who thinks of this, chat?
Everything else gonna run in the water.
A snapping turtle. That's a
snapping
turtle.
A turtle. A turtle.
Thought I missed that comment right. Let me put this screen back over here. Oh, man. Oh, no, we ain't blocking nobody. I ain't worried about his comments.
Shout out to the chat, man. 3 hours, 12 minutes rocking with us. Special edition of the morning run, NFL draft special live. Uncle Neely, Big Dog Chico, Duke to Scoops, coming from Hawaii ATL and on location at Country Prime.
Yes, you're exactly right. You can cook them without that. Yes. I can't believe we did another marathon. We wasn't expecting a marathon today, but we done did it.
Did it, man. Again.
It's gracious. Appreciate everybody watching. 1,500 watching right now on YouTube. You make sure, please, to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. You can go to Duke's The Scoop channel also. Just type that in all together, Duke's The Scoop. I'm going to put it up here so y'all can see it under his picture. And you can also go to Big Dog Chico and subscribe there. We appreciate you. We got over 117 subscribers, 117,000 subscribers on the Pregame Network channel. So we appreciate all you guys.
Hey, change mine to Uncle Turtle.
I can't tell you. You got to change it, man. That's crazy.
It's a turtle.
Modern day bug breaking. Damn.
Yeah. I like that. Well, I don't like it, but I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Picking up what you're putting down.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. Let me see. I understand what you're throwing out there. I'm catching what you're throwing. Picking up what you're putting down, catching what you're throwing. Understand?
Hey guys, I'm gonna go check in with the tent, and I'll be right back, and we'll see what's happening.
All right, bet. Appreciate y'all. Duke's done made me hungry over there, man. Moscato break. Yeah, still need to get me some. I got some red wine up in there somewhere, like an old school player. You feel me?
Shout out to Fan and Feathers.
Who that? Hopefully Shador get drafted tomorrow. This is ridiculous. I watched Tom Brady go in the 6th round. GOAT. It don't matter where he go, dog. Guys, it just matter that he goes. So we wasn't expecting to do the whole first round of the draft and, milk it out like this. Honestly, the draft could have already been over. This is a TV production. This is a real production right here. They could have called these 32 names out 2 hours ago. But, they got to pay the sponsors. Example, Make-A-Wish Foundation. Shout out to Tommy right here, the Buffalo Bills fan they got on stage right now that's going to do the announcement.
Yeah, let's go, Tommy.
Tommy, y'all put a Tommy in the chat. Put my dog Tommy on the screen right now. I see, Dukes. You talked about back in the day when fighting or whatever and fighting over what you asked me about, what was it, betting and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten in fights because of guys like Tommy. Not because of guys like Tommy, but defending guys like Tommy. Let me say it like that. You have somebody messing with Tommy, dog, and I'm like, oh yes, I could beat his ass right there. I could beat his ass and not feel bad about it. You feel me? He over there messing with Tommy, dog. He deserve a butt whipping. You feel me? I'm not losing this one. I'm not losing this one, Dukes. I can't lose it.
I'm with you, Chico.
So, come on, dog. Me and Tommy would have been homeboys.
No, for sure.
Who is this right here? Just got picked. Maxwell Harrison, cornerback.
428.
The boy can fly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would love to beat somebody for Tommy. RP to my boy Spanky. Spanky slapped somebody for me before I even told him that I know we get off. So before I even told him there was a problem. I was like, Spanky, that's my friend, Spank. Man, he looked at you wrong. I'm like, damn. You slapped fire from this man's face, man. We was just talking. I stayed up and waited for this ish for months. Man, I'm pissed. Judah, don't worry about it, Judah. You're going to be having something to cheer about once Shador get in the league. Start throwing darts all around this thing.
So the Eagles traded up 1 pick.
Yeah, it looked like the Eagles and the Chiefs traded picks. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Right. So whoever they take, they think that Cleveland would have taken. No.
They just basically swapped picks right here. Did they think Kansas City was going to take them? I don't know. That's crazy.
Kansas City, somebody said, Kansas City must have said they had a deal for that pick, whoever the Eagles wanted, and we don't know who the other team was.
Yeah.
But they must have took the best deal for that pick.
Wow. Can the Saints get back in and get Shador? At this moment, they would have to trade with the Chiefs. Yeah, man, I would have never thought this. Nobody would have never thought, I don't think, unless you're a pure hater or you just didn't watch the season and you want to hate on Coach Prime or something, but this is crazy.
You got caught up talking about food, man. You need to read what was going on in the chat. You're reading the guy that's hating on your door, his comment. That's a bozo move.
What?
I know there's some dudes. I know there's some trolls in there.
And I said, let them troll. We don't care. Troll all you want to. You know, whether you say it's good or bad, take it with a grain of salt, dog. Do your thing. You put a super chat in there, we'll read it. All right. If it's funny, we might laugh. Come on, Andy Reid, pick Shador. This kid Harrison is excited to go to Buffalo, man. That's the first. That's a good thing, though. He's excited to get into the league. Shout out to him. Trade Eagles and the Chiefs, 31st overall. The Eagles will receive that pick, and they're sending Kansas City the 32nd overall pick and a 5th round pick. So Kansas City picking up a 5th round pick just to switch spots with the Eagles. Why not, right? Can you explain to me why anyone would not like Coach Prime? I just don't get it. Well, I could tell a lot of reasons that I've heard. People don't like, hell, he's a hot dog. Hell, he showboats. Chico, you got to stop all that damn high step. Who you think you is? Neon Sanders? I heard that when I was 12 years old, dog. Wearing a bandana on the football field. So anytime somebody is as successful as he is, you're going to have some haters somewhere. All right? If you're doing it the way that you want to do it, you're going to have some haters somewhere. If you come in like you're going to have some haters somewhere. So it's a whole bunch of reasons. As he would say, a plethora of reasons why I can pull out and say that these people hate Coach Prime. I'm glad they didn't. Dennis is melanin skin, period, Jerome Wilkins. JD said, y'all sensitive. Another year of not watching NFL, Judah said. Second round, here we come. Get ready. I'm just happy Tom Brady went in the 6th round, so now people can't really say anything. Oh, you sorry because you didn't go first round or some crap like that. Hey, man, the GOAT went in the 6th. All right? It's not about where you go. It's about what you do with where you go. Smile on your face all the time. They want to take your place. Exactly. Backstabbers. Valerie Cleveland. All the time they want to take your place. Backstabbers. Backstabbers. Dudes, what's the money difference from first to second money? We'll pull that up right there.
Yeah. I think the end of that, like the 30, like 32 is like 13, like 14 million for 4 years, I think. At 32. And then second round, you started getting into like the teens. I mean the high teens. Yeah, 13-3 for 32. Yeah, so second round. I think the end of the second round, you get into like 8 million. When you go into the third, then it stays in that range for a while. You second round still good though, like because you still get that extra guaranteed year.
Yeah. Well, guys, we would like for you guys to share this podcast, this show. You know what I mean? Share it, like it, subscribe to the channel, join the channel if you can. We have 3 channels between the 3 of us. The Pregame Show, Dukes the Scoop, and Big Dog Chico. We appreciate you if you would subscribe to all 3 of those, as they would say out here in Hawaii. All 3 of them. Said 3. More chats coming in. Factory Q said that's pure fuckery. Yes. No, the second round will happen tomorrow. I don't have the time yet. I'll pull it up for you guys, though. Second round will be tomorrow. What time is it, Dukes, on the East Coast right now?
11:36.
Damn. They trying to milk this to 12 o'clock, dog.
It's one last. It's 2.
You got 2 more left.
Hey, can you bring up on the second round?
Second round order. Let me see.
Yep.
Let's see. Cam Ward. Let me see. I can pull it up right here. Do it like this. We have a selection in right now from the Eagles.
The Eagles got Jahad.
Campbell. That's a nice place to go. That wait was worth it now for him to go there.
Yeah, for sure.
If you can see up here at the top, those are the picks right there. Let me see. We go to round 2 right here. Cleveland has the first pick, 33 overall. Number 2 is going to be the Texans, then the Titans, then the Browns are also at number 4, 36 overall. So they can make it happen. Raiders. Wow. I don't know what you're thinking in the second round, Duke.
Let me see what you got for second round.
It's up here at the top right here. The Browns will start off and pick first. Then the Texans and the Titans, Browns, and then the Raiders.
And the Saints got the 8th pick.
Yep, Saints at the 8th pick.
Yeah.
So you're still you're thinking that the Saints are in play, right there.
Yeah, I think you got the Browns. If anybody, I think the Browns. Nobody wanted to give up the capital to get back in the first. You would have thought the Saints would have. So I think the Browns are probably who you go with.
Cleveland Browns. Let's see what the Jaguars at. Well, they have Trevor Lawrence, but he's been underachieving in some eyes. Well, most eyes. I just
now,
I know I'm wishful thinking, but
now you think about all the teams that couldn't spend the first round capital on Shador that could say, you know what, we'll bring at a second round value.
Yeah,
we'll be crazy.
Dang. I can see Cleveland starting off the second round, getting him, but does Shador want to go to Cleveland? Would he be okay with going to Cleveland? Man,
hey, bro, you're gonna have a very large size chip on his shoulder wherever he go.
Yes, boulder size chip on his shoulder. 1,400 watching us on his last pick of the first round of the NFL Draft 2025. Best damn show on the internet. Shouts out to 5150 and the morning run. We're right here. Yep, they gave up a 5th round pick just to move over that one spot. I'm gonna put this back on the screen for you guys. Kansas City Chiefs will end this thing. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for our normal time slot for the morning run, 7 a.m. Hawaii time, 11 a.m. Mountain time, 12 noon Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure y'all tune in. We appreciate all the super chats coming in here for our marathon coverage of the NFL draft once again. Patrick Williams. I was looking at the top 300 draft list, and Shador was at number 48. Well, hey, man. John Gray said this is a blessing in disguise. Let it all work out.
Let it all work out.
Yeah. Right? Jahad Campbell, Maxwell Harston, Josh Connery Jr., Tyreek Williams were the last few picks of the draft. Shout out to Malachi Starks, the safety. Another great pick by the Baltimore Ravens and their GM, the former Alabama Crimson Tide, Ozzie Newsome. He makes great picks, man. Malachi Starks is one of those.
Take care.
Let's go Kansas City Chiefs. No, they don't need a quarterback. They have Patrick Mahomes. Not sure who their backup is right now, but Mahomes is still in the prime of his career to where, no, you would not want to take a quarterback to just sit behind him at this point, especially someone caliber of Shedeur Sanders. Let me see. Best of the rest. Don't they have that on here? Let me see. All right, here's the final pick coming in.
No, it went Josh.
Josh Simmons out of Ohio State. A lot of Ohio State players drafted so far. Shout out to Quishawn Judson also. Hopefully he'll get drafted out of Pike Road High School, Alabama. Judkins.
Yeah. Shout out to Big Josh, man. Real smart, good young brother, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually had dinner with him at the combine this year. Pretty cool guy. Got to meet him and his family, man. Actually,
is he Polynesian?
Nah, man. That man, he's actually his brother-in-law lives in Birmingham, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
San Diego, California. I know he's in the area. A lot of Polynesians in hell.
Oh, he might be. He might be.
Yeah, that boy look damn near black and Tongan or black and Samoan.
Yeah, he might be.
Real.
Let me take that back because I don't know. I don't think about it. Because that wasn't his brother. That was his brother-in-law.
Okay. Josh Simmons. (6'5", 317. Old tackle. Helix Carter High School. Let me see. Parents. That's what you got to look up. The chat could probably be already telling me right now. I'm going to look at it in a minute. Hold on. Looking at his mom right here. Who are Josh Simmons' parents? Meet the parents. Man, I don't see it right here. Hold on. You can see we got Uncle Neely checking back in now.
Oh, now?
Unks. Trying to see this kid right here. What you saw in the tent, Unc?
Well, first thing, let me just say that, like we've been discussing all night long, collusion won tonight. I think that there's no way without conversation and organization and deliberation that a talent like Shedeur Sanders falls outside the first round unless the powers that be want him to fall outside the first round. You clearly had to have some teams that had quarterback needs that overlooked their need and went in another direction, only to what's inevitably going to happen is he'd be picked up tomorrow. Having said that, the spirits were still high in the room. Shedeur just spoke and thanked everybody for coming out. Let him know that God got him. God got us all. This is going to be all right. We didn't see this coming, but you better believe when we pick tomorrow that whatever team gets me is getting the best quarterback imaginable. So his spirits are high, man. The family spirits are high. You know, it's one of those things where, in as much as you did not see it coming, you saw it coming when it was unfolding. Because there were only so many teams in that first round, and the picks were kind of spread out where they needed a quarterback. And once those passed on you, you just got to a point where it's like, okay, it's what they said that was going to happen in the rumor mill, that they were going to push me out of the first round. And shout out to the NFL ownership. That's exactly what they did.
Lame, man. And by the way, I'm looking at the picture of Simmons, and look like his mom is Polynesian and dad is black. I think I called that one. Let's see. Let me see if I can put this on the big screen so I can read it for you. Hold on. All right. For the, who was that? 360, 1999. You tell me. NFL regular viewership, excuse me, decreased slightly Could the league be leveraging the Shador Sanders storyline and generate interest and market aggressively? Either way, Shador's personal market share will be legendary. I think so also.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to still be legendary. And one of the things that we have said constantly before this night even happened is that the further this drags out, the better a team and better the situation he's going to. We also pointed out, that with the draft structure being tiered with what you get paid, where you get picked, that from the process of the combine through your pro day all the way to draft night, the job of these owners and GMs and scouts is to get you for as cheap as they can get you. And what you saw what happened tonight is exactly right, Christopher Wisewood. You saw bull junk take place, where you clearly have a once in a generation, once in a lifetime quarterback talent getting looked over by teams who clearly needed quarterbacks, only to be a feeding frenzy tomorrow when he gets drafted, but getting drafted salary wise at a significant line item lower than it would have been in the first round.
Shador Sanders, of course, is at the top, as I think Craig Davis is saying right now, for the best of the rest. Duh. Guy talking about being drafted number 1 to number 3, falling out of the first round is crazy. So, yeah, we'll pick back up on it tomorrow and go from there. Y'all let us know in the chat what y'all think about this. I'm reading it right now, though. Some people say I'm glad he didn't go. Was there any teams, Dukes, that didn't pick in the first round? Not sure.
I want to be clear about something. I don't think Miss TN is saying she's glad he didn't go as in drafted. She's glad he didn't go to the ceremony in Green Bay.
Yes. Hold on, let me put this up for y'all too, because I just got some in. What you saying, Dukes? What's wrong, Dukes?
I think that mute button whooping his ass again because I don't hear nothing.
Well, I think he said that. I think he reading something. Oh,
I
he
mean,
did have the mute on.
I'm going to say shaking your head still make a lip noise, though.
All right, this was earlier. Hold on, not that. This was earlier, Unc, that we got. It was supposed to be an Unc and Chico draft situation. And then we was like, nah, it's not going to be Unc and Chico. We're going to be Morning Run. So then he sent that right there. That's going to be cold blood. That's going to be the the artwork we'll start using. I can use that for different things now.
Yeah, I'm feeling that, man. Shoot that to me.
That's dope.
Damn,
It's in your email right now.
And that's crazy because I only become my beard. He must have just did this because the first time I ever had my beard right there. That's crazy.
Yeah, he probably got that today.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm liking that. That like some public enemy shit right there.
Oh, yeah. I ain't think about it like that. Okay.
But let me stress
Shout out to
again,
Chuck
man,
D.
to the chat, like the 1,500 been walking with the network for over 3.5 hours now. Man, this family is solid. This family is in a good space, in a good place. Coach Prime walked out, head held up. Shador went and stood in front of the room, chest high, chin up, spoke to the crowd. It's not like it was a funeral or something in there. People know what he's capable of. He knows what he's capable of. He knows where his merit lies and whose he is and whose he ain't and where he should have been. And somebody tomorrow, I'm telling you, is just going to get the steal and deal, of the draft, because this young brother, the Johnny Unitas Award winner, highest completion percentage, in NCAA history, fell out of the first round. And I think the insult to the injury, at least for me, not speaking on his behalf, was somebody trading up and taking a far lesser quarterback and Dart out of Ole Miss. Like, come on, man. Like, it's one thing had you had just one drafted in the first round, but you actually had a second one go, and the second one is not even comparable to what you were able to accomplish.
Yeah. I'm at a loss for words, and my heart is hurt. I can't name the artist right now, but that's a cold song that I hear on the radio out here sometimes. But all right, that's going to conclude the first round of the draft with Travis Hunter going to the Jacksonville Jaguars as he heads back home to Florida, not far from his mom's house and just close enough so Pops can get there and watch his game. So I'm happy for Travis Hunter. Shador Sanders will end up in the best place for him that God got for him in the best situation. So Y'all stay tuned on that. Dukes, you want to leave us with anything? Unc, you want to leave us with anything?
I'll leave with just shout out again to the chat. Shout out to my brothers in arms here. Big Dog Chico, Deuces Group, Coach Pollock for joining in. Herculean effort, man, doing this live draft show. 3 hours, 40 minutes in counting right now. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow morning, the morning run taking place. It'll be morning somewhere. We got rounds 2, 3, and 4. And then this weekend closing out the draft. So we ain't going nowhere. We got your back like bra straps, and great job by everybody involved. Shout out to the 1,500 in the chat, the likes, the thumbs. 1,600 in the chat. It's not too late to hit that like button either. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell. We appreciate y'all. Much love. And again, the Sanders family is just fine. Shadur is doing good. Coach Brian, the brothers, mom's here. Everybody's here. Ain't no pity party here, man. We're going forward to tomorrow. And Shadur Sanders will be drafted, and he'll be going to a team in the NFL. And that's been the goal all along.
He ain't lying.
Duke.
Hey, you killed it. Like, yeah, he said exactly what you did. What needed to be done and said what needed to be said. We're gonna ride with that one, and we'll see you tomorrow. Like, everybody, get some sleep, get some rest. We wake up, we'll talk about it on the morning run. That's actually in the morning, and then we'll be ready tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. Sanders family built for this, and y'all know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe, comment, and all the other good stuff. We appreciate you guys rocking with us. Make sure you hit the follow and everything else, man. It's Big Dog Chico, Duke Scoop, Uncle Neely. We're going to be up and about this team here. Peace in the Middle East. Yeah.